Close your eyes now and take a deep breath with me. Inhale peace. Exhale the day. Let go of the noise, the worries, the weight. This moment is yours. This sacred space between wakefulness and sleep is not empty. It is the doorway to the invisible, a portal to your highest good. And tonight, you're going to step through that doorway, gently, powerfully, purposefully. As your body softens into rest, I want you to know this. The soul never sleeps. While you rest, the spirit moves. While your mind quiets, the law of God begins to unfold the miracles you have asked for. All you need to do is align. Align your words. Align your thoughts. Align your heart. Because words have power far more than you have been taught. Words are not just sounds, they are seeds. And what you speak before sleep, you plant in the rich soil of your subconscious mind. And what is planted there tonight shall rise with the morning. There are 2 sacred words I want you to say before you drift into slumber. 2 words that summon divine order. 2 words that call forth every blessing already written for you. 2 words that open every closed door, calm every storm, heal every heartache, and supply every lack. These 2 words are, thank you. Let them rise now, gently, from your soul. Thank you. Feel them not just from the lips, but from the heart. Let your entire being speak them, as if you already received what you asked for, as if the answer is already on its way. Because it is. Say it again. Thank you. Not as a reaction, but as a command of faith. Thank you for the money that is flowing into my life now. Thank you for the health that is restoring every cell in my body. Thank you for the love that finds me at the perfect time, in the perfect way. Thank you for the opportunities, the freedom, the peace, the divine right action unfolding. Because when you say thank you, you are not begging. You are receiving. You are not wishing. You are declaring. You are not hoping. You are knowing. The game of life is not won by force, it is won by faith. It is won by the one who can sleep in the middle of the storm, who can smile when the tide is turning, who can whisper, thank you, even before the blessing arrives. That is the one who wins. That is the one who manifests. That is the one who moves heaven and earth without lifting a finger because they've already lifted their vibration. Now breathe in again, slowly, and exhale. Let the words thank you settle deep into your spirit. Feel the divine working on your behalf. The delays are dissolving. The answers are arriving. You are not alone. You are never without support. The whole universe is conspiring for your good. Tonight, you plant your desires in sacred soil. Tonight, you do not chase, you magnetize. Tonight, you let go and let God. And so, as you drift deeper into sleep, carry with you only these words. Thank you. Again, thank you. Whisper them until your soul remembers how worthy you are to receive. Whisper them until the fears fade and only faith remains. For what you thank in advance, you call into form. What you bless, blesses you back, and what you release with love, returns multiplied. So sleep, beloved, in grace. You have spoken, you have aligned, and now it is done. As you gently whisper thank you, you awaken the invisible hand of the divine, and that is when something sacred begins to unfold. Because the moment you enter the space between wakefulness and rest, You are standing at the gates of the subconscious realm, more powerful than the conscious mind will ever be. And in this quiet place where the world cannot follow you, where the noise falls away and only spirit remains, you are no longer bound by time, logic, or limitation. You are entering the spiritual portal where creation truly begins. This space, right here, right now, just before sleep, is not empty. It is holy, it is charged, it is the sacred temple of manifestation. What you speak now sinks deeper than at any other time. What you feel now imprints onto the fertile soil of your soul. What you believe now shapes the unseen into form. That is why the words you say before sleep are not casual, they are commands. They do not vanish into the air. They are etched into the very fabric of your reality. You see, the world has taught you to focus on what's seen, but the truth is, everything seen was first created in the unseen. Every breakthrough, every healing, every relationship, every miracle began in someone's belief, in someone's spoken word, in someone's inner conviction. That is the real power you hold now, in this still moment. You are not just closing your eyes to rest, you are opening your soul to receive. And while your body drifts into slumber, your spirit does not sleep. Your spirit listens. It watches for alignment. It obeys vibration. The words you whisper, the emotions you feel, the expectations you hold, they become the blueprints handed over to the infinite, and the infinite always fulfills its blueprint. Always. So as you lie in stillness, with your body relaxing deeper and your breath slowing down, know this: you are sowing into your tomorrow. You are planting visions into the subconscious, and your subconscious is the bridge to the divine. When you speak into it with faith, you are no longer hoping. You are creating. You are no longer waiting. You are aligning. This is why gratitude is not a ritual. It is not a positive habit. It is sacred technology. Gratitude is your password to access the dimension where all things are possible. And saying thank you before sleep is your key to that door. It is not reacting to what already happened. It is choosing what will happen. It is standing in the fullness of faith, saying, I may not see it with my eyes yet, but it is already done in spirit. It is already mine. When you whisper thank you in the quiet darkness, you are telling your subconscious, I am safe. You are telling the universe, I trust. You are telling God, I remember who I am. And that remembrance is what summons miracles. That energy is what shapes your reality, not by force, but by law. The law of vibration, the law of correspondence, the law of divine timing. And these laws move for the one who speaks with certainty even while the world sleeps. So allow yourself now to surrender to this holy moment. Let your muscles soften, let your thoughts drift, and let your soul take the lead. As you float deeper into rest, your spirit is rising higher into faith. And in that space, the word thank you becomes more than a phrase, it becomes your shield, your song, your spiritual anchor. Let it pour from your heart again. Thank you. Thank you for the clarity I didn't even know I needed. Thank you for the peace that surpasses my understanding. Thank you for the unexpected blessing that's already on its way. Thank you for the release of every fear, doubt, and delay. Thank you for divine intervention moving now, even in ways I cannot yet see. This is your moment to trust that your soul knows the way. That this silence is not absence, but presence. That this sleep is not an escape, but a sacred surrender. Because when you let go here, everything begins to come together out there. And when you stop trying to control, the universe starts to move. Your subconscious is open now, wide open, ready to receive, ready to obey. So speak only what you wish to see. Feel only what you wish to experience. Believe only what you wish to become. Because the words you say now, the emotions you embody now, and the energy you rest in now, this is the truest prayer of all. The world may think prayers must be shouted, repeated, or performed, but your most powerful prayers are whispered, and they are spoken in stillness, just like this, where only God hears them, where only your higher self understands, where no resistance can enter. You are safe. You are aligned. You are entering the deepest place of manifesting now. And as your body sleeps, your spirit will continue to say the words that shift realities, dissolve limitations, and call in all that is yours. Let those 2 words rise with every breath. Thank you. Again, thank you. Until every cell, every thought, every layer of your being echoes the vibration of already having, of already being, of already receiving. The moment your soul breathes out, thank you, and the veil of sleep begins to draw near, something unseen begins to stir. The body may be resting, but within you, an ancient power awakens. The subconscious mind, vast and limitless, opens wide like a garden ready for planting. It does not judge your words. It does not question your desires. It simply receives your impressions, your beliefs, your inner images, and then works tirelessly to bring them into form. There is no time in the subconscious, no delay, no reasoning. It accepts what you give it as truth. So when you whisper thank you with feeling, with trust, with deep surrender, your subconscious does not ask if the thing you're thankful for is already present. It assumes it is. And that assumption becomes the seed. That seed becomes the form. And that form becomes your experience. You do not need to force it. You do not need to control the how or the when. You need only to allow the soil of your subconscious to be rich with gratitude, soaked with faith, and free of weeds made of fear. Because just as the earth brings forth what is planted within it, your inner world brings forth what you speak into it, especially in these precious final moments before you fall asleep. Let this truth sink into you now. You are not powerless. You are not waiting for life to give you permission. The universe is always responding to the signals you send from within. And right now, in this sacred space of stillness, you are broadcasting your belief. Your emotions are writing invisible instructions. Your words are echoing across dimensions, calling back to you the very reality you are ready to receive. So say the words, not with desperation but with assurance. Say them as if they are painting the walls of your future, brick by brick, blessing by blessing. Say them as if God is listening, because God is. The infinite mind is always alert, always attentive, always ready to act on behalf of the soul who believes. In this moment, your conscious mind, the mind that worries, the mind that reasons, is slowing down, and as it softens into silence, your subconscious rises to take its place. And this is the mind that manifests. This is the mind that does not forget. This is the mind that receives every word like sacred instruction. It is the secret chamber of creation, the spiritual workshop where what is unseen becomes seen. So speak gently now, intentionally, as you drift. Thank you. Thank you for the answered prayer. Thank you for the open doors. Thank you for the freedom that is already mine. Thank you for the unexpected breakthroughs I am now prepared to welcome. Do not think these words are small. They are not. They are keys. Keys that unlock the storehouse of the subconscious. And what you unlock here tonight, while the world sleeps and your body rests, will begin to shape the hours, days, and miracles ahead. Your subconscious is like sacred ground, and the last words you speak before sleep sink into that ground deeper than any other time of the day. They bypass resistance. They go straight to the root. That is why late-night worry creates cycles. That is why fear spoken before bed brings restless sleep and anxious tomorrows. But gratitude spoken with quiet faith works like living water. It cleanses, it softens, it renews, and it manifests. This is why you don't need to strive, you don't need to chase, you only need to plant, with intention, with care, with the deep knowing that what you deposit here tonight will grow in the morning light. You are no longer hoping, you are no longer wondering, you are resting in divine certainty. Let your mind open now. Let your breath slow. Let your whole being speak the truth of your desire as if it is already here. Thank you. Thank you for the peace in my heart. Thank you for the wisdom guiding my steps. Thank you for the wealth that flows with ease. Thank you for the love that surrounds and finds me. Let these words be your lullaby. Let them imprint deeply. Let them be the vibration that your soul hums through the night. Because what you speak before sleep becomes the blueprint your subconscious begins to build from. And what you believe with feeling is the tool your soul uses to shape reality. You don't need to do more. You need to believe deeper. You don't need to stay awake solving it. You need to rest knowing it's already done. Your only task now is to let gratitude be the last thing on your lips and the first thing in your spirit. And in this act of trust, your subconscious becomes the bridge that carries you from desire to destiny. And as your subconscious opens fully to receive, as your being settles deeper into faith, there is a sacred truth that now begins to unfold. Words are not merely sounds or symbols. Words are seeds. And every word you speak, especially now in this divine stillness, is a seed cast into the fertile soil of your soul. What you say, you plant. What you plant, you grow. This is the law. This is the spiritual order. And it does not fail. You cannot speak lack and expect abundance. You cannot sow doubt and reap clarity. You cannot speak fear and walk in peace. Your words shape the very fabric of what tomorrow will bring. And in this moment before sleep, when the gates of your subconscious are wide open, every syllable, every declaration, every whisper is a seed of creation. So be intentional now, be aware. Watch not only what you feel, but what you speak. Because what leaves your lips is what begins to form in the invisible. Your words become instructions to the universe. They are blueprints for your future. And just as the earth never questions, the seed never debates with the gardener, your inner world never questions your words. It simply receives and multiplies. If you speak life, life will bloom. If you speak truth, truth will rise. If you speak blessings, blessings will find you. This is the divine agreement, the holy contract between you and the spirit that formed you. And in this contract, there is no delay, no doubt, no resistance, only the echo of your own voice returning to you in physical form. So let the words you release tonight carry power. Let them drip with intention. Let them vibrate with faith. You are not just saying random things. You are speaking your destiny into being. You are aligning with the unseen currents that shape the seen. You are communing with the infinite. Whisper again. Thank you. Thank you for the overflow that is now mine. Thank you for the joyful surprises entering my life. Thank you for the healing that is already working in my body. Thank you for the ease and grace with which abundance finds me. And as these words flow gently from your spirit, feel how they begin to expand within you. A warmth, a quiet confidence, a holy certainty. You are no longer reaching outside of yourself to find what you desire. You are cultivating it from within. You are planting it in the sacred garden of your subconscious. And the garden always gives back more than it receives. Do not underestimate a single word you speak in this hour. It may seem small, quiet, soft, but it carries the entire vibration of your belief. It carries the whole energy of your intention. And energy never dies. It moves, it collects, it manifests. You are not waiting for a miracle. You are speaking it. You are not asking for permission. You are planting with divine authority. You are the sower of your reality. And each time your soul says thank you, a new harvest begins to form in the unseen. Allow this to sink in now. Every word is a choice. Every phrase is a direction. Every affirmation is a divine instruction to the laws that govern creation. When you say thank you, you are not only releasing gratitude, you are planting certainty. You are speaking in the language that the universe understands. You are aligning with the rhythm of divine intelligence. There is no effort here. No striving. No need to convince. The soil does not demand the seed to be perfect. It simply needs it to be planted. And in this quiet moment, your words are the seed. Your belief is the water. Your faith is the sun. And your rest is the trust that allows all things to grow. So let your words continue to pour out like gentle rain. Thank you for the blessings I cannot yet see. Thank you for the alignment that is unfolding. Thank you for the protection that surrounds me like light. Thank you for the divine timing orchestrating every step I take. These words are shaping you. They are shifting your atmosphere. They are preparing the way. You don't need to know how. You only need to speak with truth. You only need to plant with intention. Because everything that grows begins with a word. And every word is a seed waiting for you to believe. As these sacred seeds of words fall gently into the soil of your soul, you begin to feel a holy alignment within you. A shift, a stillness, a knowing. You're not just saying words anymore, you're commanding the universe in its native language. And among all the words your spirit can ever speak, there are two that hold the highest vibration, the deepest wisdom, the most magnetic force of manifestation. Those two words are, thank you. Thank you is not just an expression, it is a decree. It is a spiritual frequency that tells the universe, I already have it. I already received it. I already am it. And the moment you speak from this place, not hoping, not wishing, but knowing, you activate a realm that cannot be touched by doubt. You cross over from asking to receiving, from reaching to resting, from waiting to welcoming. Gratitude is not something you save for after the blessing. It is the power that brings the blessing to you. When you say thank you in advance, you shift dimensions. You tell the subconscious, this is who I am now. You tell divine law, I believe. You tell God, I see it already done. And heaven responds to that kind of vision. The unseen bows to that kind of faith. Miracles obey the vibration of gratitude spoken in the language of completion. You are not begging tonight. You are not pleading. You are stepping into your inheritance with grace. You are walking in authority. Because when you say thank you before you see the evidence, you are no longer vibrating in lack. You are vibrating in fullness. And fullness attracts more of itself. Close your eyes now if you haven't already and feel it. Feel the energy rise in your chest, the warmth in your heart, the gentle hum in your soul. That's not your imagination. That is alignment. That is the moment your spirit synchronizes with divine truth. That is the frequency where all things are possible. Say it again. Thank you. Say it slowly. Say it like you mean it. Let every repetition expand your field, quiet your fears, lift your vibration. Thank you for the money that is already finding its way to me. Thank you for the opportunities I didn't even have to chase. Thank you for the favor I walk in effortlessly. Thank you for the healing I can already feel unfolding. Thank you for the answered prayer I no longer need to monitor. You don't need to convince yourself. Just trust the truth of your own words. Let them echo through the chambers of your being until they are no longer just spoken but embodied. Until gratitude becomes not what you do but who you are. Until every breath you take says, "It is done. It is done. It is done." Because when you say thank you with this kind of surrender, this kind of certainty, you are not waiting for a sign. You become the sign. You become the magnet. You become the vessel through which heaven pours itself into earth. The subconscious does not ask whether the thing you are thankful for exists. It takes the vibration of your words and begins working in secret to rearrange your world accordingly. And gratitude carries the vibration of already having, already becoming, already living in the reality your soul knows is true. That is why we return to these two words, again and again, because they bypass resistance. They break through fear, they melt away lack, and they replace all striving with sacred surrender. So even as you feel yourself floating closer to sleep, drifting deeper into that place where the mind lets go and the soul takes over, keep those words alive. Whisper them softly, slowly, endlessly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Every whisper is planting another tree in your forest. Every breath of gratitude is calling another blessing home. Every moment of believing in advance is collapsing time between the unseen and the seen. You are no longer in need. You are no longer waiting for evidence. You are already vibrating in the reality you've prayed for, and that is the most powerful space you can sleep in. That is the soil where miracles bloom. That is the air where manifestations rise. That is the voice that opens every door. As your soul continues to whisper, thank you into the darkness, as your spirit rests in the sweet knowing that what you have spoken is already done, something even deeper begins to happen. You're no longer just saying the words, you're becoming the vibration. The veil between desire and fulfillment grows thinner, and in this sacred stillness your energy begins to shift. You are no longer in the energy of asking, you are now in the energy of receiving. The moment you stop needing, the moment you release the strain, the urgency, the attachment, the miracle is free to flow. Because thank you does more than acknowledge, it magnetizes. Gratitude is not a passive energy. It is electric. It is creative. It is alive with intelligence. It knows what to call forth. It knows where to go. And when it leaves your lips with sincerity, it moves like a current straight into the field of all possibilities, pulling into your life the experiences that match its vibration. When you say thank you before the evidence appears, you are showing the universe that you trust its timing, that you understand the sacred rhythm, that you no longer vibrate with fear or desperation, but with the divine calm of someone who knows it's already theirs. That kind of gratitude unlocks things that hustle never could. That kind of vibration bends reality around it. It is not about striving harder. It is about surrendering deeper. Let that surrender happen now. Feel it in your chest. Feel it in your breath. Feel it in your whole being. You do not need to chase what's already drawn to you. You do not need to run after the very thing that is magnetized by your peace. Rest in that truth now. Rest in the knowing that thank you is not just appreciation, it is alignment. And when you align, you don't need to beg for blessings. You simply receive them. You don't need to convince the universe. You simply prepare your space. You don't need to scream your desires. You whisper them with confidence, and heaven answers because your vibration matches your vision. This is the shift that changes everything. When you no longer seek from a place of lack, but receive from a place of inner abundance. When you say thank you not to earn something, but because you already possess the truth of it in your spirit. When gratitude is no longer reactive but creative. So say it again with intention. Thank you for the perfect opportunities flowing into my life with ease. Thank you for the divine connections that are already aligning for my highest good. Thank you for the success that feels natural, fulfilling, and graceful. Thank you for the wealth that expands me without burden. Thank you for the joy that fills my space, unshaken by circumstance. Let each of these words open the gates wider. Let them pull you deeper into the energy of already having. You are not rehearsing what might be. You are rehearsing what is. You are dancing with your manifestation before it arrives. You are celebrating its presence before it touches the physical. And that celebration, that emotion, that alignment, it is the magnet that draws it into form. The universe responds, not to need but to energy. It listens not to the words alone, but to the frequency behind them. And gratitude is the highest frequency of all. It speaks the language of wholeness. It says, I lack nothing. It says, all things are working in my favor. It says, the divine knows what I need even before I ask. This is the power of magnetizing. This is the art of spiritual receptivity. You do not need to push. You do not need to prove. You need only to believe deeply enough to rest. Because when you're resting, your vibration is clear. When you're grateful, your field is strong. When you're surrendered, your soul becomes the landing place for answered prayers. So feel this now as you lie in stillness. Not as someone who is seeking, but as someone who is receiving. Not as someone who is chasing the dream, but as someone who is being prepared for its arrival. And as you gently exhale, whisper once more, thank you. Let it rise naturally from within. Thank you for all that is already mine. Thank you for all that is on the way. Thank you for the divine flow I now walk in effortlessly. And just like that, your energy becomes your invitation. Your vibration becomes your open door. Your gratitude becomes your yes. As your heart continues to hum with the soft rhythm of thank you, as your soul floats in the magnetic field of quiet certainty, a beautiful truth begins to take root inside you. Thank you is not just a word you say to the universe. It is the bridge between needing and receiving. It is the shift that moves you from the posture of longing into the presence of already having. And the moment you truly feel this, not just say it but feel it, you are no longer aligned with lack. You are aligned with fulfillment. You are no longer asking for what you don't have. You are receiving what is already waiting. You are no longer chasing manifestations with clenched hands. You are welcoming them with open palms. And this is where the divine flow begins. When gratitude becomes your default, your natural state, your automatic response, even in the absence of proof, that is when the universe starts responding without delay. That is when things begin to unfold effortlessly. That is when you stop attracting from desire and start receiving from wholeness. Because when you live in gratitude, you no longer vibrate with the energy of absence. You vibrate with the energy of completion, and completion is the most powerful frequency you can carry. It tells life, I am already in possession. I am already in alignment. I am already whole. And life, in turn, says, let me show you more of that. So let your soul speak again, gently, faithfully, Thank you for the divine solutions that meet me before the problem ever arrives. Thank you for the clarity that clears every cloud. Thank you for the peace that is stronger than any storm. Thank you for the provision that appears just when I need it most. Every word you speak with gratitude rewires your energy. It reprograms your vibration. It clears the static of fear, of waiting, of doubt, and replaces it with a deep, still calm that says, I am safe now. I am supported now. I am seen now. You are not asking anymore, you are allowing. You are not hoping anymore, you are expecting. And that expectation wrapped in gratitude is what opens the door. There is no force here. There is no urgency. Only ease. Only flow. Only faith. Let it rise in you like a soft tide. Let the waves of gratitude wash away the final layers of resistance you didn't even know you were carrying. That small thought that said, what if it doesn't work? Let it dissolve. That quiet fear that whispered, what if I'm not ready? Let it fall away. That old pattern that told you, you must prove your worth. Let it go. Gratitude is your proof. Gratitude is your readiness. Gratitude is your worthiness in action. It says, I have already stepped into the blessing. It says, it is safe to receive. It says, there is nothing more to earn or force or chase. And as you lie here now, breathing slowly, peacefully, let this be your truth. Thank you is the vibration of receivership. When you live in it, you don't try to pull things toward you, they begin to find you. You don't have to go looking for the next miraculite comes looking for you. Because your energy is already tuned to the frequency where all things are possible. You are not just aligned with what you desire, you are matched with it. You are synchronized with it. You are living as if it's already done. And the universe has no choice but to deliver what matches that vibration. Whisper it again. Thank you for the quiet confidence that follows me through every situation. Thank you for the favor that flows before I speak a word. Thank you for the unseen hands arranging every detail with divine precision. Thank you for the confirmation that finds me in the most unexpected ways. And as these words continue to rise from your heart like incense, you begin to notice something. There's no more waiting in your energy. No more grasping. Only presence. Only assurance. Only rest. Gratitude has become your alignment, your invitation, your energetic yes. And in this space of complete allowing, you become magnetic to everything that belongs to you. What you once hoped for now moves toward you. What you once prayed for now recognizes your vibration. What you once thought was far away now arrives quietly, beautifully, effortlessly. Let that knowing deepen now. Let your final breath of the day be another gentle thank you. Let it carry you into sleep as if you are already living inside the answered prayer. Let it be the last word your soul speaks before it hands your desires over to the divine, and let every cell in your being echo back one eternal truth. It is already yours, and as the vibration of thank you continues to move through you like a quiet current, as your entire being settles into the serenity of receiving, you come to understand something even more powerful. You are not wishing anymore, you are knowing. You are not waiting for signs outside of you to confirm what your spirit already believes. You are standing in the sacred space of faith, the realm where miracles do not come through effort but through vibration, through alignment, through stillness. Faith is not loud. It does not beg. It does not bargain. It simply knows. It rests. It leans into the invisible with complete trust, knowing that what is unseen is more real than anything your eyes can behold. And that is where you are now resting, not in your effort, but in your alignment. Not in striving, but in stillness. Not in doubt, but in divine assurance. This is the truth. The one who can sleep in the middle of the storm is the one who is most aligned with the power that governs the storm. The one who can whisper "thank you" when there is no physical evidence is the one whose manifestation is already complete in spirit. The universe does not reward stress. It responds to peace. It echoes your energy. And when your energy says, "I trust," when your energy says, "It is done," all of life rearranges itself to reflect that truth. There is nothing more you need to do. You have already spoken the words. You have already felt them take root. And now, all that remains is to rest in the knowing. That is the true posture of faith. Not trying, not forcing, but releasing. Letting go of the how. Letting go of the timing. Letting go of the doubt that creeps in when the mind insists on seeing before believing. You, beloved, are doing the opposite. You are believing before seeing, and that is where the supernatural begins to move. Feel the deep surrender now as you lie in stillness. Your body may be sinking into sleep, but your soul is rising in trust. You are no longer measuring progress by what appears outside of you. You are feeling your way forward through the invisible, and that is the most powerful form of movement there is. You are in the frequency of fulfillment. You are wrapped in the warmth of assurance. Whisper it again. Thank you for what I know is already on the way. Thank you for what is unfolding in the background while I rest. Thank you for the promises that are kept even in the silence. Thank you for the peace that tells me everything is working in divine order. This kind of thankfulness is not reaction, it is prophecy. It is a spiritual declaration that defies what you see with your natural eyes and embraces what your soul knows to be true. And the more you dwell in this knowing, the faster the physical must mirror the spiritual. That is divine law. That is the way of manifestation. You are now in harmony with your desire. You are no longer reaching for it, you are resonating with it. You are no longer hoping it is already yours in the realm of spirit, and spirit always precedes matter. Energy always comes before form. Faith always plants the seed before the harvest arrives. And tonight, as you release yourself into peaceful sleep, you are becoming the embodiment of that faith. There is nothing more to fix, nothing more to solve, nothing more to worry about. You are not missing anything. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are held. You are guided. You are being prepared even as you rest. And when you rise, you will rise into a reality that has already begun shifting in response to your inner alignment. So speak it softly again. Thank you for the acceleration I can feel but cannot yet explain. Thank you for the divine orchestration that continues while I sleep. Thank you for the manifestation that is already mine in spirit and soon in sight. And with every breath, let your body relax further into this trust. Let your mind let go of all timelines. Let your spirit expand into the vastness of what is possible when you stop clinging and start allowing. You are in the divine flow now. The need to control has fallen away. The urge to chase has dissolved, and what remains is pure belief. This is the kind of belief that moves mountains, the kind that bends reality, the kind that summons every resource needed, every person meant to cross your path, every opportunity divinely timed for you. It does not come from force. It comes from your ability to rest in what your soul already knows, that when you release the need to prove and step fully into the energy of peace, the universe cannot help but deliver exactly what matches your faith. And as you rest deeper in that unshakable faith, where your thankfulness has already woven itself into every unseen corner of your reality, something begins to awaken a sacred awareness that it's not just about receiving, it's about being. You are not here to chase abundance. You are here to remember that you are abundance. You are not here to seek love. You are here to return to the truth that you are love. The more you release the illusion of separation between you and the desire, the more you become a magnet, not by striving but by simply existing in alignment. You are not attracting anything from the outside. You are simply allowing what already belongs to you to reach you. And in that space of spiritual maturity, you stop trying to manifest with your mind and start embodying with your spirit. You stop grasping and start glowing. You stop waiting and start walking in it now. Because divine manifestation is not a transaction, it's a transformation. The transformation of your frequency, your posture, your inner state of knowing that everything you desire is already encoded within your being. There is nothing missing. There is only remembering. You are not manifesting as a beggar. You are manifesting as a divine co-creator. You are not asking for permission. You are stepping into your inheritance. The moment you remember who you are in spirit, everything that aligns with that identity begins to rush toward you, not because you pleaded for it, but because it recognizes you. Money recognizes you. Love recognizes you. Health, peace, creativity, opportunities, all of it responds not to your effort, but to your essence. Feel your breath now. It is no longer just a breath, it is a signal. Each inhale declares, I receive. Each exhale whispers, I release. Every beat of your heart pulses with divine remembrance. You are not a body reaching for miracles. You are a soul radiating with the vibration of miracles already manifested. It is all happening through you now, as naturally as light flows through glass. There is no resistance here. There is no question mark here. Only certainty, only divine flow. And from this place, you begin to feel what it's like to collapse time. No longer counting days, no longer measuring distance, because in the quantum realm, everything is now. You begin to live as if the blessing has already arrived. You begin to speak as if the door has already opened. You begin to walk as if the path is already laid before you. And the more you do that, the faster matter bends to match your vibration. This is not fantasy, this is divine physics. This is the spiritual law that governs all creation, as within, so without. Your environment is now shifting because your energy has shifted. What once looked impossible now feels inevitable. And all of it is flowing to you not because you forced it, but because you finally aligned with who you've always been. This is what it means to be a vessel. Not a vessel of lack, but a vessel of overflow. Not a seeker, but a receiver. You are no longer sitting at the edge of the river of life, waiting to be chosen. You are in the middle of it, now floating, flowing, surrendered, and certain. The struggle has ended. The push has dissolved. You are not here to hustle for what is already yours. You are here to receive, to embody, and to expand. Feel that truth as a warmth in your chest, as a tingling in your hands, as a softness in your belly. Your whole being knows this is real. Your spirit is smiling because it has waited so long for your mind to catch up to what it has always known. And so now, let the silence deepen. Let the peace grow richer. Let the space around you fill with the golden light of assurance. You are not preparing anymore, you are living it. You are not wishing anymore, you are remembering. You are not manifesting as an outsider, you are manifesting as the divine spark that you are. Everything is responding, everything is aligning, everything is flowing. Because now, you are finally flowing too. And now that you are flowing in divine alignment, where spirit leads and form follows, your words begin to carry weight, not the weight of worry, but the weight of wonder. For it is in your spoken word that the law is activated. It is in the vibration of your declaration that the universe receives its instruction. You are no longer speaking to describe your life. You are speaking to design it. You are not echoing your circumstances, you are announcing your truth. The 2 words you speak tonight, before your eyes close and your soul rises into the realm of dreams, hold the power to reshape worlds. Because words are not mere sounds, they are containers of faith, and faith is the currency of the unseen. So as you feel the breath rise and fall gently within you, feel how even the breath itself becomes a rhythm of creation. Each exhale clears the slate. Each inhale invites the divine. And now you are ready to speak not from need, not from fear, but from divine identity. You do not need to prove anything. You are not performing for the universe. You are simply affirming what already exists beyond the veil of time. You are calling it from spirit into substance, from vibration into visibility. And you do it not with long sentences or rehearsed prayers, but with sacred simplicity. 2 words, spoken with the full authority of heaven behind them. 2 words, wrapped in certainty. 2 words, lifted not from the mind, but from the soul. 2 words that crack open the gates of abundance and let the river pour. 2 words that silence the noise of doubt. 2 words that realign the stars in your favor. 2 words that become the spiritual signature of your destiny. Thank you. Feel them now before you speak them. Let them vibrate in your chest. Let them echo through your bones. Let them rise from the holy ground of your spirit. This is not polite gratitude, it is prophetic gratitude. This is not reactive, it is creative. This thank you is not because something has happened, but because you know it must. Because it already has in the invisible realm. Because what is done in spirit cannot be undone in matter. And so you say thank you now, not for what you see, but for what you know. You say thank you for the money that is already yours. You say thank you for the healing already flowing. You say thank you for the love already aligned. You say thank you for the doors already opened. You say thank you for the favor already released. You say thank you for the joy already prepared. You say thank you because it is the password to divine access. Because it is the signal that tells the universe, I am no longer hoping, I am having. Because thank you is the sound that creation cannot ignore. And as you whisper it now, feel what shifts. There's a lightness in your chest. There's a warmth in your palms. There's a knowing in your belly. You are not wondering anymore. You are remembering. You are not doubting anymore. You are declaring. You are not asking anymore. You are acknowledging that it is done. This thank you is not an end, it is a beginning. It is the opening of the floodgates. It is the sound of heaven rejoicing because a soul on earth has come back into divine agreement. And now the energy within you softens yet deepens. You are lying still, but you are moving mountains in the spirit. You are in silence, yet your soul is shouting hallelujah across dimensions. You are in your bed, but your words are building empires in the ether. And as your lips release this sacred sound, again and again, you feel more and more like the truest version of yourself. The one who lacks nothing, the one who fears nothing, the one who remembers everything. Say it again now, not to repeat it, but to reveal it. Thank you. Let it fill the room. Let it saturate the air. Let it become the language of your entire being. Speak it again and again until your cells sing in harmony with the heavens. until your dreams begin to bloom with images of fulfillment, until your angels begin to move on assignment, organizing miracles in your name. You are not alone. You are not waiting. You are not hoping. You are the living, breathing expression of answered prayer. You are the vibration of yes in human form. You are the one who speaks what shall be, and it becomes. You are the soul who says thank you not as a reaction, but as a command, and the universe, faithful and true, will respond in kind. Because now you are not only in alignment, you are in authority. And now that your thank you has opened the heavens, a stillness falls over your inner world, holy silence, not of emptiness but of completion. You have spoken, and it is done. There is no need to strive, no urge to beg, no craving to chase. You are no longer the one who knocks, you are the one the door was built for. All that is left is to rest, and in this rest, a divine mystery unfolds. The more you let go, the more you allow in. The softer your grip, the stronger the flow. The less you force, the faster it comes. And here, in this sacred space between surrender and manifestation, you discover the truth. Receiving is a spiritual posture. Your body may be still, but your spirit is wide open. The gates of your heart are unguarded. You are not trying to control how it will happen. You are not mapping out every step. You are not calculating timing. You are not watching the clock. You are not keeping score. You are simply open, like a field ready for rain, like a flower greeting the sun, like a child waiting for the morning. Because when you truly believe, you do not chase, you prepare. When you know it's coming, you do not fear, you clear space. When you understand divine timing, you do not panic, you praise ahead. So right now, in this holy quiet, let yourself prepare your heart as if the answer is already walking toward you. Let yourself feel the nearness of the miracle. Not far, not delayed, just invisibly on its way. Feel the air shifting around you, as if the energy is rearranging itself in your favor. There is no resistance in you now, no more questions, no more grasping. You are simply available to receive, fully, deeply, openly. And this is not passive. This is powerful. This is the highest level of faith, to rest, to allow, to expect without pressure. You are vibrating in the frequency of trust, and trust is magnetic. Trust pulls what is yours into view. Trust makes space for serendipity. Trust allows divine detours that still lead to destiny. You are no longer in a rush, because you are already in rhythm. The timing is sacred. The path is perfect. You are no longer worried if it will happen, because you know the moment you truly let go, it already began. Let your breath guide you deeper into this awareness. Let it slow you down. Let it anchor you in the now. There is nothing to fix, nothing to chase, nothing to do. Just breathe and believe. Let each breath remind your nervous system that you are safe, that you are held, that you are not missing anything, that nothing good can be taken from you, that all things are being added unto you even now. And the more you trust, the more the unseen begins to arrange the scene. Let yourself feel how supported you are. Let yourself imagine the ways things are being worked out behind the scenes. Let yourself envision doors unlocking without your effort. Let yourself know that you have already done enough. Your belief is enough. Your alignment is enough. Your surrender is enough. The invisible world knows what you need and how to get it to you. And right now, it's moving resources, shifting timelines, orchestrating meetings, reworking plans, softening hearts, rerouting delays, all so that your divine blessing arrives on time and in full. You are being loved into your future. You are being guided by grace. You are being held by hands that never fail. And in this space of divine ease, you can finally rest not as escape, but as activation. Because true rest is not giving up. True rest is giving over. Giving the burden to something greater. Letting God be God. Letting the universe handle what is too big for your logic, but just right for your faith. You are not falling behind. You are falling into alignment. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. You are not stuck. You are being still so you can receive what motion cannot reach. And now that you are this open, this trusting, this ready, nothing can stop what is meant for you. You are living in a state of divine welcome. You are inhabiting the frequency of fulfilled promises. You are resting into miracles, and they are resting into you. Stay here a little longer. Let this silence minister to your spirit. Let this ease baptize your bones. Let this gentle knowing cradle you into the next dimension of trust. You are no longer a seeker. You are a vessel. And what is meant for you is not running from you. It is already here. And now that you are resting, you are finally able to let it in. And now, as you rest in the sacred stillness, your heart quietly open and your spirit attuned to the divine rhythm, you begin to feel a deeper truth rising from within. You are already the one who has received. It is not a matter of time. It is not a question of worth. It is a spiritual reality. You are not reaching for abundance. Abundance is rising in you. You are not chasing a life of beauty and fullness. You are embodying it now. You do not wait for wealth to find you. You awaken to the wealth already breathing in your soul. And here in this space, receiving becomes not something you do, but something you are. You are a living answer, a walking miracle, a vessel of divine completion. And what you thought you needed to find, you are already carrying in your very presence. This is the revelation that begins to shift everything, not that it's coming to you, but that it has already come through you. The vibration of what you desire is not distant, it's here. Encoded in your being, waiting for you to recognize it. You are not trying to manifest, you are remembering who you are before doubt whispered otherwise. You are reuniting with the truth that lack was never your story. You are the image and expression of an unlimited God, and therefore there is nothing limited about you. Let yourself breathe into that truth. Let it move through your chest, your ribs, your belly, your bones. Let it wash through every part of you that ever felt not enough. Let it undo every belief that said you had to earn what already belongs to you. The door was never locked. You were never on the outside. You were never separate from what you seek. This whole journey was only ever about one thing: alignment. The moment you became one with the frequency of your desire, the moment it started unfolding without resistance. So instead of asking when, you begin to ask, how can I express what's already within me? Instead of wondering, where is it? You ask, how can I radiate it? You begin to move not from desperation but from identity, from the knowing that you are the blessing, and everything around you is simply responding to that inner vibration. There is no more waiting in fear, there is only walking in faith. Each step you take is a declaration of arrival. Each breath is a testimony that heaven lives in you. You do not beg, you do not bargain. You become, and in this becoming, your aura shifts. People feel something when you enter the room. Circumstances begin to respond differently. Delays turn into alignments. Closed doors open without knocking. What was once hard becomes smooth. What once felt far becomes near. Because the outer world is always mirroring the inner atmosphere, and now your atmosphere is one of wholeness, of sacred power, of unstoppable manifestation. You are no longer pleading for provision. You are moving as a divine current of overflow. You are no longer hoping for opportunities. You are becoming the invitation. You are no longer lost in confusion. You are rooted in divine certainty. You do not manifest from lack. You manifest from truth. You do not manifest from fear. You manifest from union. You are no longer the caterpillar dreaming of wings. You are the butterfly awakening to the sky that was always waiting. So now, speak not from hope, but from assurance. Act not from desire, but from identity. Hold not your dreams with shaky hands, but with holy reverence, because they are not fantasies. They are remembrances. They are messages from your soul saying, "This is who you truly are." And as you live from this truth, you begin to give thanks not just for what you're waiting for, but for what you already are. You look in the mirror and you see abundance looking back. You look at your life and you see divine design in every detail. You are no longer fragmented. You are no longer reaching. You are no longer outside the blessing. You are the blessing revealed. You are the manifestation made visible. You are the answered prayer made flesh. And this knowing will carry you into the next step, into the next level, into the next unfolding of your soul's radiant path. Stay here. Let this truth cradle your mind. Let it rise up through every doubt. Let it silence every voice that told you otherwise. You are not waiting for your miracle. You are the miracle. You are not asking for the door. You are the key. And as you walk forward from this stillness, you carry not an empty hope, but a holy fire burning with the power of all that is already yours. And now, in the glow of your divine remembrance, as you stand fully in the light of what you already are, you begin to feel a pull a sacred invitation. It's quiet but powerful, like a river calling you home. It is the invitation to walk by faith and not by sight, to surrender what your physical eyes can see and choose instead to believe in what your spirit knows. It is a different kind of vision, a holy perception, a spiritual seeing that does not rely on external proof, but on internal truth. And in this space, the unseen becomes more real than what the world calls visible. For you no longer wait to see in order to believe you believe, and then you see. This is where the true shift happens. This is where manifestation becomes not just possible but inevitable, because you have chosen to align with divine law rather than worldly logic. You have chosen to live from the realm of spirit rather than the realm of fear, and though everything around you might still look the same, you are not the same. You have become the one who trusts, the one who walks forward even when the path is hidden, the one who sows in faith, even when there's no sign of harvest, the one who celebrates the rain clouds before the rain has come. Because you know, with a knowing deeper than proof that your desire has already been answered in the invisible, and your only task is to stay in vibration with that answer until it materializes. There is no effort in this space. There is only alignment. You do not have to force anything into being. You simply remain in the energy of knowing, and the more you dwell in that knowing, the more creation rushes to meet you. The universe is not blind to your faith. It is magnetized by it. It is drawn to those who trust in silence. It partners with those who continue to give thanks before they see. The unseen responds to gratitude like a flame responds to oxygen. When you thank God in advance, you multiply the blessings before they even touch the ground. And so now, in this holy atmosphere, you begin to feel the difference between wishing and knowing. You are not wishing anymore. You are not hoping from a place of fear. You are standing in sacred certainty. You are declaring what already is, even if the world cannot yet see it. You say, "I am prosperous." Even when the account is quiet, You say, I am whole, even when the healing hasn't appeared. You say, I am ready, even when the way looks unclear. Because you are not living from the outside in, you are living from the inside out. And what you hold on the inside has the power to shape everything outside. Let your breath match that certainty now. Let your energy settle into that unwavering confidence. Let your soul hold the posture of one who is already chosen, already favored, already fulfilled. Do not lower your faith to match what you see, elevate what you see to match your faith. Because everything is energy, and energy bends to belief. You are not limited by facts. You are governed by divine law. And divine law always responds to faith. You are becoming comfortable with the unseen. You are finding peace in the unknown. Because in that space of mystery, miracles are born. That's where God does his most beautiful work, in the hidden, in the quiet, in the places where no one else can see. And you are walking with him now, not needing constant reassurance, not needing physical proof, but simply holding to his promise like an anchor in the storm. And the more you trust him in the dark, the more light you carry into the world. You no longer panic when things don't go as planned. You don't spiral when you can't see the full picture. You smile in the face of delay, because delay is never denial in the realm of spirit. You rest. You wait. You water the seed with prayer and praise. And because you know that you are working with divine timing, you do not rush, you rejoice. You do not worry, you worship. You do not chase, you attract. Because you have become the living expression of faith in motion. Every step you take now is a declaration that your vision is more powerful than your circumstances. Every thought you think is planting a new reality. Every word you speak is shaping the future. And because you speak with the authority of one who walks with the Creator, the universe responds swiftly. Doors open, people appear, paths align, resources flow. Not because you are striving, but because you are standing in alignment with who you already are. And as you remain in this space of deep, surrendered knowing, you begin to feel an even deeper pull, Razinga divine call, to release, to let go, to detach from the outcome completely. And so, as you surrender fully to the divine unfolding, as your spirit becomes soft like water yet firm in faith, something within you begins to shift, not in resistance, not in fear, but in a peaceful release. This release is not about giving up. It is about giving over the outcome to the higher mind, to the sacred intelligence that knows more than your senses can comprehend. You feel yourself loosening your grip on how, when, and through whom your blessing should come. You feel the holy wisdom of detachment rising in you, not as apathy, but as power, because you now trust that what is for you cannot be missed, and what is not for you will never stay. You stop chasing. You stop controlling. You stop trying to force your timeline onto the divine clock. You no longer need to micromanage the miracles. You understand that in the stillness of trust, the universe rearranges everything in your favor. This is not passivity. This is alignment. This is the sweet surrender that activates the highest form of receiving when you finally let go of needing it so badly. You make space for it to arrive freely. Because clinging tight creates resistance, but release births manifestation. You allow yourself to feel the gentle detachment that says, I no longer need it to happen in order to believe. I believe, and so I no longer need. And this freedom, this unshakable surrender, creates a magnetic field around you that no force can deny. You become a vibrational match for all that is good, not because you're striving to get it, but because you've let go of your dependence on it. The blessing now flows to you not because you chase, but because you rest in the energy of already being complete. And from this space, everything becomes lighter. Even your desires begin to refine themselves not from a place of lack, but from divine clarity. You don't want things to prove your worth anymore. You want them because they are aligned with your soul's purpose. You don't cling to them like a lifeline, you hold them gently, like flowers that bloom in season. And should they fall away, you bless their leaving. Because you know the source is eternal, and what leaves is just making space for what's higher. You trust now that if a door closed, it was protection. If a plan changed, it was redirection. If a dream didn't manifest the way you imagined, it was because something far better is in motion. You no longer judge the journey by appearances. You walk in a deeper knowing, a sacred detachment that allows you to show up, to give your best, to speak in faith, and then to release the outcome into the hands of the divine. You pray, you affirm, you visualize, and then you let go, like a seed dropped into fertile soil. You don't dig it up to check if it's growing, you trust that the roots are forming beneath the surface. And this trust becomes your atmosphere. It becomes the field you live in, and the field responds. Miracles multiply when you are no longer anxious for them. Breakthroughs accelerate when you're not desperate for them. People, opportunities, resources begin to show up not because you're chasing them, but because you've become the kind of soul they are attracted to. Your detachment becomes your greatest magnet. Your peace becomes your greatest prayer. And the universe feels that peace and rushes to match it. You no longer need to prove anything. You are no longer holding tight to the how. You are not demanding answers, you are dwelling in divine trust. And in that dwelling, you become powerful beyond measure. You realize that the art of detachment is not the absence of desire, it is the presence of deep spiritual maturity. It is the whisper of your soul saying, even if it doesn't happen the way I hoped, I will still be whole. I will still be loved. I will still be guided. And as that truth settles into your being, you feel it, your vibration rising again, softly but steadily. You are not empty. You are expansive. You are not waiting in lack. You are waiting in love. And from this space, you begin to open not to one possibility, but to many. Not to one path, but to infinite routes. You no longer limit the universe to the image in your mind. You give it permission to surprise you, to delight you, to exceed what you asked for in ways you never could have planned. And in this moment of openness, you begin to sense something sacred drawing near, not what you clung to, but something purer, something higher, something that feels like a reward not for effort but for trust. You feel the energy of answered prayer moving toward you not because you pushed, but because you let go. And as you feel this quiet promise drawing closer, you realize that even this you can release. You can enjoy the journey without clinging to the destination, because you have finally discovered that the greatest manifestation is not the thing, it is the becoming of the one who trusts, the becoming of the one who lets go, the becoming of the one who walks with the unseen as if it were already visible. And now, something even greater begins to rise. And now, from the sacred stillness of surrender, you begin to rise into a deeper truth, the truth that all things in your outer world are mirrors, that your reality is not happening to you, it is responding through you. Every experience, every pattern, every repeated cycle is a gentle messenger inviting you to look inward. Because manifestation is not just about calling new things into your life, it is about becoming someone new within, so your outer world has no choice but to transform. This is where you begin to ask, with reverence, what part of me still believes I am not worthy? What part of me is creating from fear instead of from faith? You begin to see clearly now that healing is not a separate journey from manifesting, it is the foundation of it. You can only receive to the level that your soul believes it is safe to have. And so, you turn within not to fix yourself, but to free yourself, to unbind yourself from the agreements you made in moments of pain, the vows you silently took when your heart broke, the decisions you made about your worth when someone rejected you. Those old imprints, those wounded beliefs, have been writing your story from behind the scenes. But now, with sacred intention, you bring them into the light, and as you bring them forward, you do not judge them, you bless them, because even those beliefs were created in an attempt to protect you. Now you offer yourself the kindness of awareness. You begin to see the moments where you shrunk yourself to be accepted, where you delayed your dreams because someone else's voice was louder than your inner knowing. You begin to see the patterns of settling, of staying small, of calling struggle normal. And instead of pushing them away, you breathe with them. You let the energy rise. You let the tears fall. You let the truth speak, because it's safe now. You are no longer at war with your past, you are in a sacred reconciliation with your soul. You are retrieving lost parts of yourself, the ones that were buried beneath disappointment and silence. And with every breath you affirm a new reality. You tell your subconscious the truth. It is safe to receive now. It is safe to have more than enough. It is safe to rise without guilt. It is safe to be seen, to be celebrated, to be chosen, to be free. You do not beg the universe for change, you become the change. You do not chase the dream, you align with the version of you who already holds it. You ask yourself, what does my healed self believe? How does my healed self act? How does my healed self speak to money, to love, to time, to God? And from this vision you begin to rewire everything gently, powerfully, deeply, and the energy shifts. You can feel it. It's not a loud change. It's a quiet revolution in your spirit. The places that once ached with lack now pulse with peace. The thoughts that once shouted fear now whisper faith. The body that once held tension now feels soft, open, and safe. You are no longer reacting from your wounds, you are responding from your wisdom. You are no longer projecting old fears into your future, you are anchoring new truths into your present. And in this healing, manifestation flows with ease. Because now, there is no longer a battle between what you want and what you believe you deserve. There is harmony, there is agreement, there is divine coherence. And this is when your life begins to reflect your inner healing, not as a reward, but as a mirror. You look around and see grace in the details. You notice new doors opening, not because you forced them, but because you became someone who could walk through them. You experience kindness from others because you first offered it to yourself. You are no longer manifesting from urgency, you are manifesting from embodiment. And this embodiment is the frequency of miracles. So now, you return to the silence. Not to escape, but to integrate. To root these new truths so deeply within you that nothing can shake them. You begin to speak to your soul the way a loving parent speaks to a child, gently, firmly, with certainty. You remind yourself daily, I am no longer who I was. I no longer create from survival. I now create from soul. And as this becomes your inner anthem, the world begins to respond not just to your words, but to your energy. Not just to your desire, but to your healing. You feel the shift in the atmosphere. People treat you differently because you treat yourself differently. Opportunities unfold because you now believe you are ready. You stop needing permission because you've given yourself divine authority. And in this field of wholeness, You find yourself surrounded by the very things you used to chase. They come not as a test, but as a confirmation. And you receive them not with fear, not with guilt, but with open arms and a peaceful heart. Because now you know how to hold them. You've done the inner work. You've tended the soil. You've become the vessel. And even now, as new desires rise in your spirit, you don't reach with desperation, you bless them with faith. You let them move through you like wind moves through trees, knowing that what is yours is finding you, and you are finding it. Because you are no longer becoming, you are. You are the one who is whole. You are the one who is healed. You are the one who manifests from love, and love is leading you forward still. And so now, from this new embodiment of healing, from this settled awareness that you are safe to receive, you begin to understand something deeper still, the power of energetic boundaries. You start to realize that your energy is sacred ground, and not everyone, not everything, is allowed to live there. You begin to witness how easily your vibration can be swayed by the voices around you, by environments that pull you out of alignment, by relationships that deplete rather than nourish. And in this sacred observation, you feel a gentle but powerful invitation rise within you. It is time to protect your field. You understand now that manifestation is not just a practice, it's a frequency. And that frequency must be guarded with spiritual strength. Not through fear, not through force, but through clarity, through love, through the deep, divine recognition that your peace is not up for negotiation. You no longer allow your vision to be polluted by the doubts of others. You no longer entertain energies that feel heavy, voices that shame, patterns that pull you back into versions of yourself you've already outgrown. You are not judging them, you are simply choosing you. Because every time you say no to what drains you, you are saying yes to what fuels you. Every time you let go of what is misaligned, you create space for what is destined. This is not rejection. This is redirection. You stop explaining your vibration to people who aren't meant to understand it. You stop trying to convince the world of your worth. You stop watering gardens that never bloom. And as you reclaim your energetic sovereignty, you begin to feel your power return, not in the form of control, but in the form of alignment. You feel lighter. You feel clearer. You feel closer to yourself. You begin to wake up with an inner stillness that doesn't depend on external validation. You begin to walk through life as if the divine is walking with you because it is. Your thoughts are no longer scattered across timelines that aren't yours. Your emotions are no longer tangled in relationships that confuse your soul. You are anchored now, and in that anchoring your manifestations begin to crystallize more quickly, more effortlessly, because your energy is not leaking. It is focused. It is whole. This is not selfishness. This is spiritual discipline. You honor the fact that you are the channel through which your dreams arrive, and so your clarity matters, your alignment matters, your joy matters. You protect your frequency not to keep others out, but to stay in tune with Source. And when you're in tune with Source, you become magnetic. The right people find you. The right opportunities align with you. The right doors open not because you chased them, but because you prepared your inner space to receive them. And you notice something miraculous happening. You no longer react to negativity. You observe it. You witness the energy without absorbing it. You bless it and release it. Your peace is no longer something you try to find, it is something you carry. It goes with you everywhere. It speaks for you before you say a word, and it communicates to the universe that you are ready. Ready to hold more, ready to receive more, ready to give more from overflow instead of depletion. Your time becomes sacred. Your conversations become intentional. Your environment becomes nourishing. And everything that is not in resonance begins to fall away, not as punishment, but as purification. The people who remain are those who speak your soul's language. The opportunities that stay are the ones that match your vibration. You are no longer trying to fit in where you don't belong. You are attracting what belongs to you. And in this space of powerful clarity, you begin to feel the presence of your future self drawing closer. The version of you who no longer entertains chaos. The version of you who wakes up every day with purpose, with gratitude, with confidence. That version is not far away, it is rising within you now. Because every choice you make to protect your peace is a choice to align with that version. Every moment you honor your energy is a moment you accelerate your manifestation. And as you breathe into this awareness, you feel supported. You feel held. You feel safe. Safe to grow. Safe to expand. Safe to shine without apology. Because you are no longer waiting for permission, you have given yourself divine consent. You are no longer explaining your light, you are simply shining it. And in that light, everything you've been calling in is now finding its way to you. I am safe to receive. I am safe to expand. I am safe to protect my peace. I protect my energy with love. I protect my energy with clarity. I protect my energy with divine wisdom. I do not chase, I attract. I do not beg, I embody. I do not force, I flow. I am magnetic to what is meant for me. I am magnetic to abundance. I am magnetic to miracles. What belongs to me cannot miss me. What belongs to me flows to me with ease. What belongs to me finds me in perfect timing. My peace is sacred. My boundaries are holy. My frequency is aligned with divine truth. I release all that drains me. I release all that confuses me. I release all that no longer resonates with who I am becoming. I welcome clarity. I welcome support. I welcome every blessing with an open heart. I carry peace within me. I carry light within me. I carry the divine presence in everything I do. I am in tune with Source. I am in tune with grace. I am in tune with the infinite flow of abundance. I rise with purpose. I walk with power. I manifest from overflow. I am not afraid to shine. I am not afraid to stand tall. I am not afraid to receive more. I am already enough. I am already worthy. I am already chosen. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is.
Beloved, September is a month of harvest. It is the season where the unseen seeds of faith, spoken words, and quiet thoughts begin to bear fruit. Riches are not merely coins of silver and gold, nor are they found only in the clinking of money in the pocket. True riches begin first in the spirit, then in the mind, and finally they show themselves in the outer world as prosperity, opportunity, and abundance. To become rich in September, one must first claim richness with every word and every thought. For every word is a seed, and every thought is a blueprint. What you speak and what you imagine is what you call forth. The universe is a perfect mirror. If one walks about in fear of lack, declaring that nothing good ever comes, the universe must return the echo of those words. But if one awakens each morning and says, "All doors fly open for me this month, September is my month of supply," then the universe must obey. The world responds not to the cry of despair but to the vibration of faith. Riches come when one ceases to chase and begins to expect. The rich person is not the one who holds money tightly, but the one who knows that supply is endless. Consider the sun in the heavens. It rises without effort, and it shines without thought of running out. Prosperity is of the same law. The stream does not struggle to flow. The tree does not beg for fruit. In September, align yourself with this rhythm. Declare with boldness, I live in a rich universe, and wealth seeks me as surely as the river runs to the sea. Such declarations break the spell of limitation and call forth opportunities that the reasoning mind cannot even imagine. To become rich, one must give up the idea of struggle. Struggle belongs to those who believe they must force their way through closed doors. But the rich soul knows that when one door shuts, another stands ready to swing wide. Trust opens that door. Fear closes it. Every time you release fear, you permit a new stream of good to flow toward you. This September, cast away the garment of doubt. Wear instead the robe of expectation. Riches come to those who are ready to receive them, who walk as if they already possess them, and who give thanks before the evidence arrives. Gratitude is the magnet of wealth. When you thank the universe for the smallest coin, you prepare yourself to handle the greatest treasure. When you bless every bill you pay, you transform it from loss into circulation. Money that goes out in joy must return multiplied. Do not say, I cannot afford this. Say instead, my supply is endless, and every good thing is mine by divine right. September will rush to prove you right, for the universe loves a bold declaration of truth. Riches begin first in the mind and words spoken. To understand this, one must first realize that every visible thing once existed in the invisible. The great buildings were once only a thought. The melody that moves the soul was once a whisper in the mind of the composer. The inventions that change the course of history are born first as ideas, faint sparks of imagination that someone dared to hold and believe in. The same law governs wealth. The money in the hand, the opportunities that open, the doors that swing wide, all these are only the fruit. The root lies in the unseen soil of thought and the spoken word. To become rich, one must begin not with effort but with consciousness. Words are more powerful than many dare to believe. Each word carries a vibration, and that vibration sets into motion a chain of events that must return to the speaker. When one constantly speaks of lack, of bills that cannot be paid, of doors that seem closed, one is planting weeds in the fertile ground of the subconscious. The soil does not question what seed is sown. It accepts, it nurtures, and it brings forth. If the seed is one of poverty, then poverty must sprout. If the seed is one of plenty, then plenty must bloom. Thus, the first act of riches is to guard the lips. Speak only of abundance, and abundance will answer. Thoughts are silent words, yet they are no less powerful. The inner dialogue, often unnoticed, builds the scaffolding of reality. To think continually of debt, of insufficiency, of misfortune, is to draft a plan for poverty. But to think of wealth, to imagine doors opening, to see oneself in possession of good, is to draw a blueprint for prosperity. Just as an architect designs a structure before a single brick is laid, so does the mind design the wealth that will appear. If the design is one of confidence, joy, and expectation, then the structure of prosperity is inevitable. Consider the child at play who imagines himself a king or queen. In their mind, they are already enthroned, already clothed in splendor. They walk with majesty, and in their game, they command wealth and power. That child is closer to truth than the adult who drags their feet in despair. For the child understands, without knowing, that imagination is the doorway through which reality steps. To become rich, one must dare to imagine wealth, not as a far-off dream, but as a present reality, felt and believed in this very moment. There are those who say, I will believe in riches when I see them. But such a one waits forever, for the law does not work backward. Seeing comes after believing, never before. One who believes without seeing is planting the seed. In time the seed must sprout, though the manner of its growth remains unseen. The farmer does not dig daily into the soil to demand proof that the seed is alive. He trusts the law, and in due season, the harvest comes. So too with wealth, the spoken word, and the steady thought are seeds, and trust in their power is the soil in which they grow. If one desires wealth in September, let each day begin with words of abundance. Say aloud, even before leaving the bed, I am rich in all ways. Riches flow to me freely and endlessly. Every door opens in my favor. These words, repeated with faith, are not mere sounds. They are commands to the universe, declarations that call forth unseen forces to arrange opportunities, connections, and ideas that lead to wealth. To speak such words is to tune the mind to the vibration of abundance, and once tuned, one cannot help but draw on experiences that match. Silence, too, has its place, for the mind must be quiet enough to receive the impressions of wealth. When worry fills the mind with noise, there is no room for inspiration. But when one grows still, when one releases fear and listens inwardly, ideas come like gentle whispers. These ideas, acted upon, are often the very bridges that lead to prosperity. Thus, riches are not only a product of outer action, but of inner stillness and openness. There is a story of a man who declared daily, "I am surrounded by supply." Though he had little in his possession, he held to his words. Others laughed, saying he was deceiving himself. But in time, opportunities began to appear. A friend offered him work. A new business venture presented itself, and unexpected money came through the mail. Within a short span, his outer life matched the words he had faithfully spoken. He did not deceive himself. He aligned himself with truth. The truth is that the universe is abundant, and when one speaks in harmony with that truth, abundance must reveal itself. Doubt is the thief of riches. When one says, "I am rich," but secretly thinks, "It is not true," the words are cancelled by the hidden thought. The law cannot be fooled. Only when word and thought are in harmony does the power flow freely. This is why persistence is necessary. A thought may feel untrue at first, just as a seed seems dead when placed in the ground. But with repetition, with care, with unwavering belief, the thought grows strong. And at last the feeling of truth settles in the heart. Then the words spoken are charged with conviction, and conviction is the force that moves mountains. To master wealth, one must therefore master speech and thought. Guard the lips from speaking of lack. Guard the mind from dwelling on limitation. Replace each word of despair with a word of hope. Replace each thought of failure with a vision of success. Soon the inner world becomes so filled with images of abundance that the outer world must conform. For the outer is only a shadow, and the shadow must follow the shape of the substance. The substance is the consciousness of riches, built word by word, thought by thought, until it stands unshakable. The universe mirrors faith, not fear. This law operates with precision, as exact as the reflection of a face in a still pool of water. Whatever image is held in the depths of the heart is what the universe must echo back in experience. Faith is a magnet that draws opportunities, open doors, and abundance. Fear is also a magnet, but it pulls to itself obstacles, delays, and lack. One cannot hold fear in the heart and expect to receive the fruits of faith. The two cannot occupy the same space. Therefore, if one desires to see riches, health, and success, one must cultivate faith as the dominant vibration, for the mirror can only reflect what is presented before it. Faith is not a vague hope, nor is it a wish that trembles in uncertainty. Faith is the confident knowing that unseen forces are arranging every detail in perfect order. It is the substance beneath all things visible, the assurance that what is claimed in spirit must appear in matter. Fear, on the other hand, is the belief in the opposite. Fear insists that supply will run dry, that failure is inevitable, that doors will remain closed. When the mind entertains fear, it is as though it hands the universe a blueprint of defeat. The universe, impartial and obedient, brings forth exactly what has been impressed upon it. Consider a gardener who plants seeds. If he plants wheat, he cannot expect to harvest roses. The soil will yield only what is given. So too with thought and feeling. Faith sows seeds of prosperity, fear sows seeds of lack. The soil of the universe is neutral. It asks no questions. It does not alter wheat into roses, nor does it alter fear into blessing. It only produces after its kind. Therefore, the wise soul takes care not to plant fear through constant worry, complaints, and doubts, for these will surely bear their fruit in time. Faith speaks with certainty. It says, "My good is at hand. All that I need flows to me now." The supply of the universe is endless and cannot fail. Faith does not wait for visible evidence before making its declaration. It knows that the declaration itself is the evidence. Just as the sunrise is certain long before the first light touches the horizon, so is the manifestation certain when faith has spoken. Fear, however, whispers the opposite. It says, perhaps it will not come. Perhaps I will fail. Perhaps I will lose what I have. These whispers are also creative, for the universe listens to them and begins to arrange circumstances in agreement with the fearful word. One cannot serve both faith and fear. The mirror will not show two reflections at once. It will either reflect the shining image of trust or the shadow of doubt. If one continually rehearses fears in the mind, replaying scenes of loss and disappointment, then life will dutifully provide them again. But if one holds firmly to images of victory, success, and plenty, then life will provide scenes to match those visions. The universe is like a great stage manager, arranging props and players according to the script handed to it. The script is written in thought and sealed with emotion. Faith writes a script of triumph, fear writes one of defeat. When faith is active, it produces calmness. The one who truly believes in abundance does not rush anxiously, does not scramble in desperation. There is a poise, a quiet certainty, like the calm of a captain steering a ship with steady hand, knowing the destination is sure. Fear, in contrast, produces restlessness. It pushes one to grasp at every passing opportunity, to chase wealth as though it were running away, to panic when delays arise. But chasing does not create riches, it only drives them further. Wealth comes by magnetic attraction, and the magnet is faith. Examples are found in every walk of life. The person who walks into a room confident in their worth draws others to them. The one who enters with fear of rejection often finds rejection waiting. The investor who believes in success with calm confidence attracts opportunities that confirm his faith. The one who invests trembling with fear often loses, not because the market is unkind, but because fear guided every step. Life reflects inner conviction as faithfully as the mirror reflects the face. Faith is not passive dreaming. It is active alignment with abundance. It expresses itself in words spoken with assurance, in actions taken without hesitation, in attitudes that remain steady despite appearances. Fear weakens every effort. Even when action is taken, if fear is the silent partner, the outcome is poisoned. The faithful action, even if small, is charged with unseen power and multiplies into great success. The fearful action, even if large, carries within it the seed of failure. Thus, the inner state always outweighs the outer motion. When difficulties appear, faith holds fast. It says, "This is only appearance, the truth is greater. Supply is here though I cannot yet see it. The way is open, though the path is not visible." Fear collapses under difficulty. It says, "This proves my worst thoughts. There is no hope, nothing works for me, I am defeated." The universe, impartial as ever, takes these declarations and fulfills them. Faith declares victory and is granted victory. Fear declares defeat and is granted defeat. The mirror does not judge which face it reflects, it simply reflects. Faith transforms the very atmosphere around a person. It radiates a power that others feel, often without knowing why. Doors open more easily, people offer help. Opportunities seem to appear at just the right time. Fear also radiates, but it closes doors. Others sense the heaviness of doubt, the shrinking vibration of worry, and unconsciously turn away. Faith makes one magnetic, fear makes one repellent. Faith builds bridges, fear builds walls. It is possible to move from fear to faith, for fear is only misplaced belief. It is faith in the wrong outcome. To shift, one must train the mind, replacing fearful words with words of confidence, replacing pictures of failure with pictures of success. Each time fear arises, it must be met with an affirmation of faith. I refuse this vision. I accept only the truth of abundance. I choose to see wealth, health, and open doors. With persistence, the habit of fear weakens, and the habit of faith grows strong. Faith, once established, becomes a shield. It guards against every suggestion of lack and every appearance of loss. It does not deny that challenges exist, but it denies that they have power to defeat. Fear grants power to the challenge, faith strips it away. In this way, the universe mirrors back either triumph or trouble, according to which power the individual has chosen to believe in. Supply is endless and flows without struggle. This truth is as ancient as the rising of the sun and as constant as the flowing of a river. The universe was not designed in limitation, nor was humanity placed in a barren world. Look to nature, and you will see this law written everywhere. The trees do not ration their leaves, they produce them in abundance. The ocean does not measure its waves, it sends them endlessly to the shore. The stars do not conserve their light, they shine without ceasing across the heavens. Everywhere the message is clear, there is no end to supply. Only the belief in limitation creates lack. When one believes that resources are scarce, the mind begins to shrink, and life mirrors this shrinking. A person who thinks supply is limited grasps tightly, hoards, and fears loss. This very fear becomes the cause of the lack they dread. But the one who knows that supply is infinite lives with open hands, gives freely, trusts completely. Such a person becomes a channel through which the current of abundance flows. And because the current is endless, their life becomes a constant stream of provision. The law of supply is not one of struggle. The bird does not toil in fear over where the next worm will come from, it sings in the morning and receives its food. The flower does not wrestle with anxiety about whether the sun will rise tomorrow, it opens its petals in faith, and the light appears. Humanity alone has imagined a world of struggle, believing that supply must be fought for, competed over, and seized. Yet this belief is only a shadow cast by fear, not the reality of truth. In truth, supply flows as naturally as breath, and the more one trusts in this flow, the more easily it comes. Consider the river. It does not force its way with resistance, yet it carves valleys, nourishes fields, and sustains life wherever it passes. Its secret lies in its nature, it moves in harmony with its source. The same is true of supply. When a person aligns with the endless source, they too become as the river, unstoppable, refreshing, and abundant. Struggle begins only when one resists, when one doubts the flow, when one blocks it with thoughts of fear and words of lack. Remove the block, and the current resumes, bringing with it all that is needed. Many believe that their good is dependent on the actions of others, on markets, on circumstances, or on luck. But supply does not come from these outer channels. They are only instruments, not the source itself. The source is infinite, unseen, and unfailing. To mistake the channel for the source is to invite fear, for channels can open and close. But to trust the source is to stand unshaken, for it is eternal. When one knows this truth, there is no need for struggle. Opportunities may change form, but supply remains constant, finding new ways to reach the one who believes. A person may lose a job, yet another door opens. A business may close, yet a new venture arises. A field may dry, yet another harvest springs up elsewhere. The essence of supply cannot be destroyed, it only transforms and flows in different streams. To cling to one channel in fear is to block the greater river. To release and trust is to allow the river to carve new paths of abundance. Giving is one of the surest ways to prove the endlessness of supply. The one who hoards out of fear of lack finds that even what they hold slips away. But the one who gives, confident in the inexhaustible source, finds that more always comes to replace it. Just as the ocean cannot be emptied by drawing water from it, so the source of supply cannot be diminished by giving. Each act of generosity declares, "I trust the flow, I am not afraid of lack," and the universe echoes back with multiplied return. Children show this law with simple clarity. They do not sit in fear wondering if there will be food tomorrow, they live in the moment, trusting the provision of life. Their faith creates joy, and joy itself is magnetic to supply. Adults burdened with fear lose this simple trust, and in doing so, they often block the very flow they long for. To become as a child again, trusting the endlessness of life's provision, is to rediscover the ease with which supply comes. There is a rhythm to supply, a divine order that governs its flow. Just as the tide rises and falls, just as the seasons turn, supply moves in cycles. In one moment, it comes as money, in another as opportunity, in another as favor from unexpected places. To struggle against these rhythms is to waste energy. To trust and move in harmony with them is to live in peace. The wise soul watches with calm assurance, knowing that every eddy is followed by a flow, every winter by a spring, every seeming loss by a greater gain. When one declares, "My supply is endless," the words set in motion unseen forces. Circumstances begin to shift, people are moved into place. Opportunities appear. These words are not idle, they are commands. When spoken with conviction, they align the speaker with the reality of infinite provision. The mind expands, expectation rises, and the universe mirrors back abundance to match. Conversely, when one says, "There is never enough," the universe must echo the words, and lack appears to confirm the belief. Thus, supply is not created by struggle but by consciousness. The struggle many experience comes from the belief in separation, from thinking that one is cut off from the source. This belief is an illusion. Just as no wave is separate from the ocean, no individual is separate from supply. The wave may rise and fall, but it never loses connection with the sea. Likewise, one may experience changes in fortune, but the link to supply remains unbroken. To remember this truth is to release struggle. To forget it is to live in fear. The ease with which supply flows can be seen when one acts in alignment with their true purpose. Work done with joy, creativity, and faith becomes magnetic, drawing reward without the weight of struggle. Work done in fear, resentment, or desperation becomes heavy, yielding little despite great effort. The difference lies not in the task itself, but in the consciousness behind it. Consciousness of endless supply transforms labor into joy and brings forth reward with ease. To live in awareness of infinite supply is to carry a certain peace. It is to look at circumstances that seem barren and still declare, "The river is flowing, even if I cannot yet see it." It is to release anxiety when a channel closes, trusting that another will open. It is to give freely, speak boldly, and walk with assurance, knowing that the source cannot run dry. The one who understands this truth ceases to wrestle and begins to rest, and in that rest, supply comes more abundantly than ever. Expectation opens doors, doubt closes them. The universe responds to the inner posture of the heart more than to the outward effort of the hands. A person who expects good meets good at every turn, for their expectation is a magnet drawing it near. Another who doubts, though surrounded by opportunities, finds doors shut, for doubt has already decreed that no path shall open. Expectation is the key that unlocks unseen gates, while doubt is the lock that bolts them tight. To expect is not merely to hope. It is to stand in certainty, knowing that good is on the way, though no sign yet appears. The farmer who plants seed does not dig in the soil each morning to see if sprouts have broken ground. He expects them to rise, and his expectation gives him peace. In the same way, when one expects abundance, opportunity, and success, there is no restless striving. There is a calm assurance that what is claimed in faith will arrive. The soil of life has already received the seed, and the harvest is guaranteed. Doubt, on the other hand, acts as a thief in the night. It steals the energy of faith, drains the vitality of action, and poisons every effort with hesitation. When one doubts, even the boldest opportunities are met with fear. Doors that stand open appear to be walls. Invitations to advance are mistaken for threats. Doubt clouds the vision, so that even when supply is near, it goes unseen. Expectation sharpens the eye, so that the smallest opening is recognized as the beginning of a great pathway. The power of expectation is not bound to chance but to law. Life mirrors belief. The one who rises in the morning and declares, "Today is filled with favor, doors open before me, and opportunities are abundant," sets in motion currents that arrange circumstances to match. Conversations lead to connections. Small actions lead to great results, and what seemed impossible suddenly unfolds with ease. The one who rises murmuring, "Nothing ever works for me, nothing changes, doors remain closed," has also spoken into law, and life arranges itself accordingly. The day unfolds with obstacles. Opportunities slip away, and closed doors appear at every turn. The universe does not choose which to grant, it simply reflects what has been expected. Expectation prepares the heart to receive. Without it, even blessings are missed. Imagine a traveler who expects a letter of welcome upon arriving in a new city. He watches for it, and when the letter is placed in his hand, he recognizes it at once. Another traveler filled with doubt says, "I will never be welcomed here." When the same letter is offered, he hesitates, mistrusts it, perhaps refuses to open it. The gift is wasted, not because it was withheld, but because expectation was absent. In this way, expectation opens the hand to grasp what is given, while doubt lets it slip away. When one truly expects, there is no sense of delay. There may be waiting, but waiting is filled with calm anticipation rather than anxious fear. Expectation transforms time into preparation, while doubt turns time into torment. The expectant soul uses the in between moments to prepare, to strengthen, to make ready for the arrival of good. The doubtful soul wastes the same moments in worry, weakening themselves, and becoming unready when opportunity knocks. Expectation is visible in the very way a person carries themselves. There is a lightness, a confidence, a readiness. They walk into a room expecting favor, and favor comes. They speak expecting to be heard, and they are heard. They act expecting success, and success follows. Doubt also reveals itself in the hesitant step, the uncertain tone, the shrinking posture. Such signals silently declare to the world, "Do not give me your best, I am not ready." The world obliges withholding its treasures, not out of cruelty, but because doubt has already closed the door. Children often embody pure expectation. A child who asks for a gift does not wonder if it will come. They begin to rejoice as though it were already theirs. They make room for it, plan for it, speak of it. Their expectation is so strong that the parents, moved by the certainty, often fulfill it. Adults lose this simple trust, replacing it with suspicion and fear. Yet to become rich in opportunity and experience, one must return to this childlike state, expecting without wavering, rejoicing before the evidence, preparing for the gift even before it arrives. Every great achievement begins with expectation. The inventor who expects to discover presses on through failure until success is revealed. The artist who expects inspiration receives it. The merchant who expects profit finds ways to create it. Those who doubt never reach the threshold, for their doubt persuades them to stop short. They close the door with their own hand and then wonder why nothing enters. Expectation keeps the door open, even when the hallway beyond seems dark, trusting that light will appear as the next step is taken. Expectation is the voice that calls to unseen supply. It says, "I know you are on your way, I prepare for you, I rejoice in you." Supply, hearing its name spoken, hastens forward. Doubt says, "You will not come, you are not real, you will disappoint me." Supply, unrecognized, passes by in silence. The law is impartial, and each receives according to their inner word. To expect is to invite, to doubt is to dismiss. Life offers countless examples of expectation shaping experience. A person who expects rejection often walks into relationships with guardedness, and rejection follows. Another who expects warmth opens their heart freely, and warmth is returned. A worker who expects promotion carries themselves with readiness, and opportunity appears. Another who doubts their worth hides their ability, and advancement passes them by. The difference is not in the external world, but in the inner decree of expectation or doubt. When one trains themselves to expect, every detail of life begins to shift. Words grow bolder, actions more decisive, vision clearer. Even in setbacks, expectation whispers, "This is only a turn in the road, my good is still ahead." Doubt in the same circumstance whispers, "This proves my fear. Nothing better is coming." The outer event may be the same, but the inner posture determines the outcome. Expectation keeps walking until the new door appears. Doubt sits down in defeat and misses the very gate it longed for. The secret lies in choosing expectation daily, in the face of appearances. When the sky is clouded, expectation says, "The sun is still shining behind the veil." When money seems scarce, expectation says, "Supply is endless, and I am part of its flow." When opportunities appear absent, expectation says, The doors are opening, though I cannot yet see them. Each declaration becomes a seed planted, and each seed must grow. Doubt uproots the seed before it can sprout, but expectation waters it until the harvest comes. Gratitude multiplies wealth. When one gives thanks for what is already in hand, no matter how small, they place themselves in alignment with the law of increase. The universe responds to recognition, to appreciation, to the vibration of joy over what has been received. A person who blesses even the smallest coin calls forth the great treasure. One who complains over the smallness of their portion closes the door on increase, for they have failed to recognize that every harvest begins with a single seed. Gratitude is the water that causes that seed to sprout, to grow, and to multiply until it becomes a field of plenty. Consider the one who receives a little and grumbles, saying, "This is not enough. This cannot help me." Their words act as poison to the gift, cutting off the flow that was meant to follow. But the one who receives the same amount and says, "I thank you, I bless this, I rejoice in this," has spoken words of multiplication. What they have blessed begins to expand. Opportunities arrive, supply increases, favor multiplies, and what was once small becomes more than sufficient. The act of gratitude has turned little into much. Gratitude changes the atmosphere of the heart. A thankful person radiates light, joy, and openness. This radiance draws others, attracts opportunities, and opens doors that remain shut to those who complain. Gratitude says, "I recognize the good in this moment," and life responds by showing more good. Complaint says, "Nothing is ever enough," and life mirrors back lack. The universe reflects the inner tone. Gratitude sets the tone of plenty. Complaint sets the tone of scarcity. Gratitude must not be reserved for great blessings alone. It must be practiced in the small, in the unnoticed, in the ordinary. The breath in the lungs, the warmth of the sun, the food on the table, the kindness of a smile. All these are treasures when seen with eyes of thankfulness. To bless them is to multiply them. To ignore them is to keep the door to abundance half closed. The one who thanks for little is entrusted with much. The one who disregards little is left barren, even when surrounded by opportunities. Gratitude is not mere politeness, it is a spiritual force. It transforms the mind from focusing on lack to focusing on abundance. What the mind focuses upon expands. If one continually thinks on what is missing, lack grows larger in perception until it seems overwhelming. If one continually gives thanks for what is present, abundance grows larger until it fills the vision and crowds out every thought of insufficiency. Gratitude is the turning of the gaze toward plenty, and where the gaze rests, life magnifies. When money leaves the hand, gratitude can turn it into a seed rather than a loss. To pay a bill with resentment is to say, "This depletes me." To pay with gratitude is to say, "This circulates back to me multiplied." Money is not lost when it is spent in gratitude. It is set in motion, like a seed planted in the soil. The soil gives back more than was sown. The grateful payer receives return. The resentful payer receives only emptiness, for they have cursed the seed and demanded that it not grow. Gratitude is the secret that makes circulation become multiplication. Gratitude also transforms relationships. The person who is thanked for their kindness is moved to show greater kindness still. The one whose efforts go unnoticed soon grows wary and withholds their gift. Life itself behaves in the same way. It responds with generosity where it is welcomed with thanks. It withdraws where it is met with complaint. Thus, gratitude not only multiplies wealth but multiplies joy, favor, and love. It creates a cycle where good increases because it has been honored. Gratitude is a magnet to the unseen. It calls forth blessings that are still hidden, bringing them into visibility. To give thanks for what has not yet arrived is to declare faith in its certainty. Gratitude spoken in advance pulls the blessing into the present. One who says, "I thank you for the wealth that is flowing. I rejoice in the opportunities already prepared for me," speaks as though the gift is already in hand. Life, hearing such words of faith, hastens to fulfill them. Doubt delays the blessing, but gratitude draws it swiftly. The power of gratitude is evident in those who have risen from little to great wealth. Many stories tell of people who began with almost nothing, yet they blessed what they had, worked with it joyfully, and expected it to grow. Their thankfulness created a vibration that attracted opportunity after opportunity until they stood in abundance. Others, who began with much but never gave thanks, found their fortunes slipping away. Gratitude is the safeguard of riches. Without it, wealth becomes like sand slipping through fingers. With it, wealth becomes a river that never runs dry. Gratitude is also a healer. A thankful heart cannot dwell long in bitterness or despair. By focusing on what is good, even in the midst of challenge, gratitude shifts the vibration of the soul. This shift invites new strength, new hope, new possibilities. The one who remains grateful in difficulty draws the way of escape more quickly than the one who sinks into complaint. For complaint binds the soul to the problem, while gratitude lifts it toward the solution. Every day provides countless moments to practice gratitude. Each breath, each sunrise, each step, each kindness received is an opportunity to give thanks. The more often thanks is given, the more natural it becomes, until gratitude flows as easily as breath. At this point, wealth in every form multiplies effortlessly, for the thankful heart has become a constant magnet for good. Gratitude is not a single act but a state of being, a way of living that continually affirms, "I am surrounded by blessing, and I rejoice in it."
Wealth is not chasing you. It is waiting for you to command it. Today, I'll show you how to train your aura to attract riches with ease. Money does not come because you chase it, beg for it, or worry over it. It comes because your very presence calls it forth. Your life radiates an invisible signal, a spiritual atmosphere that either draws blessings like a magnet or repels them like a storm. This invisible force is what many today call an aura, but Florence Scovel Shinn called it the radiation of faith. It is the vibration you send out, the song of your spirit, the energy that tells heaven and earth what you are ready to receive. And if your aura is filled with fear, anger, resentment, or doubt, you will find life mirroring that energy back to you in lack and struggle. But if your aura is filled with gratitude, faith, and bold expectation, doors open, opportunities appear, and money flows in ways you never imagined. Every person has an aura. It is not reserved for mystics or the chosen few. It is the field of spiritual energy surrounding you at all times, shaped by your thoughts, your words, and your beliefs. Think of it like the fragrance of a flower. A flower does not chase the bee, it simply radiates its fragrance, and the bee cannot resist. In the same way, when you align your aura with divine abundance, wealth is drawn to you as naturally as rivers flow to the sea. The wealthy understand this, whether they use spiritual language or not. They carry themselves differently. They speak with confidence. Their energy says, "I am supplied, I am worthy, I am ready," and the world responds in kind. Training your aura is not about striving or pretending. It is about cleansing the atmosphere around your spirit, tuning it like an instrument, and filling it with vibrations that match the life you desire. Florence Scovel Shinn said, "Your word is your wand, and this wand charges your aura with creative power. Every word you speak, every thought you entertain, is an instruction to the unseen, and the unseen shapes the seen." When you begin to intentionally train your aura, life itself will shift to accommodate the energy you carry. Today, I will show you how to cleanse your aura of fear, charge it with faith, and align it with divine supply so that wealth becomes effortless. Money will stop feeling like something you chase, and instead, it will come as a faithful servant, responding to the authority of your spirit. Are you ready to radiate abundance? Then, let us begin. Your aura is not something mysterious or unreachable. It is the natural spiritual field that surrounds you. It is the invisible atmosphere you carry into every room, every conversation, and every decision. Long before you speak a word, your aura has already spoken for you. It tells the world what you believe about yourself, your worth, and your place in life. Florence Scovel Shinn called this energy radiation, a force that either attracts blessings or repels them. In her words, nothing ever comes uninvited. Your aura is the invitation you send out to the universe. If you radiate fear, you will attract situations that confirm your fear. If you radiate faith, you will magnetize opportunities that confirm your belief in abundance. Think of your aura as the fragrance of your spirit. A flower does not have to chase bees. It simply blooms, and its scent draws them in effortlessly. The wealthy are like this flower. Their aura is not frantic, it is calm, steady, and magnetic. You may have felt this around certain people before. They walk into a room, and something shifts. You sense their confidence, their peace, their strength, without them saying a single word. That is the power of a trained aura. It speaks louder than actions and carries an authority that money cannot resist. This is why some people, even with little experience or education, rise quickly in life, while others with talent and hard work struggle to be noticed. It is not luck, it is spiritual law. They have tuned their aura to abundance. Your aura is like a radio signal, constantly broadcasting your beliefs. If your beliefs are rooted in scarcity, resentment, and fear, your energy will block blessings, no matter how hard you try. But when your aura vibrates with gratitude, expectancy, and bold faith, doors swing open. Training your aura begins with awareness. Start noticing what you feel and think before you enter a situation. Are you nervous, doubtful, apologetic? Or are you confident, calm, and sure of your worth? Many people unknowingly broadcast poverty long before they ever open their mouths. They say things like, "I could never afford that," or "I'm just unlucky," and their aura reflects these beliefs. Florence Scovel Shinn said, "Life is a mirror and will reflect back to the thinker what he thinks into it." Your aura is that mirror made visible. To change your aura, you must first cleanse it. Let go of fear, jealousy, bitterness, and old beliefs that money is hard to get. These are heavy vibrations that dim your spiritual light. A dim aura repels blessings because it signals that you do not expect them. Start replacing these thoughts with words of truth. Speak life over your finances every morning. Say, "I am surrounded by divine supply. I am a magnet for wealth and opportunities." Repeat it until you feel it in your spirit. This repetition is not empty, it is spiritual training, rewiring your subconscious to match God's truth. Your aura can be strengthened daily through prayer, gratitude, meditation, and affirmations. Think of these practices like polishing a mirror. When your aura shines, it reflects God's abundance clearly, and wealth cannot resist that reflection. The moment you begin aligning your aura with faith, you will notice small shifts: a bill paid unexpectedly, an opportunity opening, a person offering help. These are not coincidences, they are signs that your spiritual signal is clear. Beloved, understand this: your aura is not fixed. It changes as your beliefs change. You are not doomed by your past energy. You can choose today to radiate something new. Begin to see yourself as blessed, favored, and overflowing. The universe responds to who you are being, not just what you are doing. When your aura is trained to faith and abundance, money will no longer feel like a struggle. It will feel like a natural response to your presence. Before you can radiate wealth, your aura must be cleansed. Many people try to attract blessings while carrying spiritual clutter: fear, resentment, guilt, jealousy, and worry. These emotions are like dust on a mirror. They distort the reflection of divine supply and block the flow of money. Florence Scovel Shinn often said, "No man can attract money if he despises it, criticizes it, or fears it." These feelings cloud your spiritual field and repel the very thing you desire. Cleansing your aura is not a mystical luxury, it is a spiritual necessity. Think of your aura as a window between heaven and earth. If that window is dirty, sunlight struggles to pass through. If your mind is clouded with fear or negativity, divine blessings struggle to reach you. Spiritual cleansing is the act of removing these clouds so that your true, radiant self can shine. And when you shine, wealth is naturally drawn to your light. How do we cleanse the aura? The first step is forgiveness. Resentment is poison to prosperity. Every grudge you hold weighs down your spirit and blocks your blessings. Forgive those who wronged you, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve freedom. Florence taught, if you do not run your subconscious mind, someone else will. Holding resentment allows the past to run your present. Release it today. Speak out loud, "I fully and freely forgive everyone," and everyone forgives me. The gates of my good swing wide open, and I enter my divine inheritance. The next step is cleansing your words. Many people curse their own finances daily without realizing it. Words like, I can't afford it, money is hard to come by, or I'll never get ahead, charge your aura with failure. You must wash these words away and replace them with truth. Say instead, God is my immediate supply, and every need is met now. Repeat it until your energy shifts. These words are like spiritual soap, scrubbing away doubt and fear. Cleansing also involves quieting your spirit. Spend a few minutes each day in silence, breathing deeply, and imagining a golden light surrounding you, dissolving every negative thought. This light is the light of Christ consciousness, the truth that all things are possible. See it sweeping through your aura, washing away poverty, fear, and heaviness. This is not imagination, it is spiritual work. Your aura responds instantly to focused thought, and this golden light will reprogram your energy. Another powerful cleansing tool is gratitude. Instead of cursing your bills, bless them. Say, thank you, God, that I am trusted with resources and that all these needs are met in full. Gratitude cleanses the aura faster than anything because it shifts your focus from lack to abundance. The moment you give thanks, even for something small, your energy changes and heaven has an open path to deliver more. Finally, cleanse your environment. Your home, your workspace, and your mind should reflect order, peace, and faith. Florence often told her students to keep their surroundings beautiful and uncluttered because your environment mirrors your energy. Even a small act, organizing your wallet, cleaning your desk, or placing an inspiring quote where you can see it, can shift your vibration. Beloved, understand this. You cannot pour clean water into a dirty cup and expect it to remain pure. You cannot invite abundance into a cluttered spirit and expect it to stay. Cleansing is not punishment, it is preparation. When your aura is clear, your words are powerful, your thoughts are focused, and your faith becomes magnetic. You no longer beg for wealth, you call it forth as your divine inheritance. And it will come quickly and effortlessly because nothing will be blocking its way. Once your aura is cleansed of fear, resentment, and doubt, the next step is to charge it, to fill it with vibrations so strong and radiant that wealth cannot help but flow toward you. Cleansing removes spiritual debris, but charging creates momentum. It's like polishing a mirror and then placing it in the sunlight. The light it reflects is dazzling and undeniable. In the same way, when your aura is charged with faith, gratitude, and expectation, you become irresistible to opportunities, resources, and blessings. Florence Scovel Shinn said, "Whatever man feels deeply or images clearly is impressed upon the subconscious mind and carried out in minutest detail. Your aura is a reflection of these impressions. If you feel deeply unworthy, fearful, or doubtful, that energy radiates from you like a fog, repelling blessings. But when you feel deeply confident, grateful, and prosperous, that energy shines like a beacon, guiding wealth to your door. The wealthy understand this, whether they use spiritual words or not. They have trained their inner atmosphere to speak of plenty, long before they held plenty in their hands. You can begin charging your aura with wealth energy today. Start by speaking life, giving affirmations out loud each morning. Words spoken with conviction create powerful vibrations. Say, I radiate divine abundance. I am a magnet for wealth and blessings. Say it with authority, not as a wish but as a decree. When you speak these words daily, your subconscious begins to accept them as truth, and your aura reflects this new truth. Visualization is another powerful way to charge your aura. Each day, take a few minutes to imagine yourself living in financial freedom. See yourself giving freely, paying every bill with ease, and enjoying peace of mind. Imagine your home filled with beauty and your heart filled with generosity. These images are not fantasies, they are spiritual instructions. The subconscious mind does not distinguish between reality and imagination. It simply responds. Every image you hold becomes energy in your aura, and your aura attracts its match. Surrounding yourself with beauty and inspiration is also key. Wealth energy is not drawn to chaos. Even small acts, lighting a candle, keeping your space clean, or placing an inspiring quote where you can see it, will strengthen your energy field. Florence often said, "Man's word and belief sets the limit of his supply." By intentionally surrounding yourself with reminders of abundance, you raise your belief and, in turn, your energetic vibration. Music, scripture, and meditation are other ways to charge your aura. Play uplifting music that stirs your spirit. Read scriptures and promises about abundance aloud. Spend quiet moments visualizing golden light surrounding you, filling every part of your being. This light represents the presence of God, the ultimate source of all supply. See yourself glowing with this light and carrying it into every room. People will feel this shift even if they can't explain it. Opportunities will open because your energy speaks before you do. Charging your aura is not about arrogance, it is about alignment. When your energy field vibrates with faith, wealth is no longer a chase but a response. Imagine a lighthouse. It doesn't chase ships, it simply shines so brightly that ships are drawn to it. This is your aura's purpose. Shine so brightly with faith, gratitude, and confidence that blessings are guided straight to you. Speak this now. I charge my aura with divine power. Money flows to me freely, endlessly, and in perfect order. Say it until you feel it. Say it until your posture changes. Say it until the world feels different when you walk into it. Because once your aura is charged, life itself will conspire to match your energy, and wealth will become as natural as breathing. Money, like water, was never meant to sit still. It is designed to move, to circulate, to create flow. Florence Scovel Shinn often said, "Giving opens the way for receiving." In order to create activity in finances, one must give. When you understand this law, money becomes less of a burden and more of a river, flowing in, flowing out, and always returning. The wealthy know this truth instinctively. They do not clutch every penny in fear, because they understand that a stagnant river grows stale, while a flowing river stays fresh and full of life. Many people unknowingly block their own supply because they hold on to money with fear. They say, "I can't let this go. What if I never get more?" That fear sends a signal through their aura that says, "I live in lack," and lack becomes their experience. But when you spend, invest, and give with gratitude and faith, you charge your aura with abundance energy, and money finds its way back to you, often multiplied. Circulation is proof of trust in divine supply. Think of a farmer planting seeds. He does not hoard them in a jar because he fears running out. He sows them freely, knowing that planting is the only way to create a harvest. Your money is like those seeds. When you allow it to circulate wisely, whether through paying bills with a grateful heart, giving to others, or investing in your future, you are sowing for increase. This movement creates a current of energy around you that wealth cannot resist. The wealthy often give, not because they have more, but because they understand that generosity opens channels. Giving is not loss, it is multiplication. Even a small gift, when given in faith, can shift your vibration and create opportunities you never imagined. Florence would remind her students, "Man can only receive what he sees himself giving." If you desire abundance, start by being abundant with what you have now, no matter how small it seems. Circulation also applies to the way you pay bills. Instead of dreading them or cursing them, bless them. When you send money out with joy, it returns with joy. Speak over each payment, "Thank you, God, that I always have more than enough. This money goes out and returns to me multiplied." These simple declarations change the way your aura feels about money. You shift from fear to confidence, and that confidence attracts more. Investing is another form of circulation. The wealthy invest their money so it works for them. They do not bury it in fear. They plant it where it will grow, whether that's in a business, education, or relationships. When you invest with wisdom, your aura radiates trust, and trust is magnetic. Life brings more to those who are willing to move what they have. Beloved, remember this: nothing alive stands still. Money is energy, and energy needs flow. The more freely and faithfully you circulate your money, the stronger your aura becomes. You stop signaling fear and start signaling abundance. You become like a river that never runs dry, because it is always connected to its source. God is your source, and His supply is infinite. Circulation is simply your way of demonstrating faith in that truth. Say this aloud now: "I move money with joy. I give freely, I receive abundantly, and I live in overflow. Let these words shift your energy. As your aura aligns with the law of circulation, you will find that every dollar you release comes back with friends, and your financial life becomes a flow of blessing without end. Wealth consciousness is not about how much money you have in your hand right now. It is about what you believe deep in your spirit. It is a state of mind and soul where abundance feels natural, where blessings feel normal, and where lack feels foreign. Florence Scovel Shinn often said, "Man can only receive what he sees himself receiving." If you cannot see yourself rich, free, and overflowing with blessings, then even if money comes to you, it will slip through your fingers. Wealth consciousness is about embodying abundance in thought, feeling, and expectation until your aura radiates it so strongly that opportunities and resources are drawn to you without effort. Living in wealth consciousness starts with a shift in identity. Most people live as if they are trying to become wealthy, but the wealthy live as though they already are. They walk into every room with confidence, not arrogance, because they know their source is divine and limitless. This doesn't mean they never face challenges, but even in hard times, they see themselves as rich in wisdom, faith, and opportunity. That internal reality always shapes the external one. Your aura is a mirror of your beliefs. If you constantly see yourself as struggling, life will reflect struggle. If you see yourself as a child of divine abundance, life will reflect abundance. Begin practicing this by affirming daily, "I am surrounded by divine wealth. Everything I need flows to me in perfect timing." Speak it until it feels true. Your words are not idle. They are spiritual laws shaping your reality. Another way to live in wealth consciousness is to act as if you already have what you desire. This does not mean recklessly spending money you don't have. It means carrying yourself with dignity, being generous even with small amounts, and keeping your environment clean and beautiful. Florence taught that your surroundings are a reflection of your inner world. A cluttered home often reflects a cluttered mind. A broken down wallet or purse signals to your subconscious that you expect lack. Start small, organize your wallet, clean your home, dress with self-respect, and speak with confidence. These simple actions train your aura to radiate wealth. Gratitude is another powerful key. People with wealth consciousness thank God before their blessings arrive. They do not wait until they see money to celebrate. They celebrate because they know it is already theirs by divine right. Start your day by saying, "Thank you, God, for the wealth that flows to me today." This practice keeps your aura charged with expectation, which is magnetic. Finally, surround yourself with reminders of abundance. This could be a scripture taped to your mirror, a vision board filled with dreams, or even spending time in beautiful environments that inspire you. Being in beauty and order trains your subconscious to believe you belong in abundance. The wealthy do not separate themselves from beauty. They immerse themselves in it, and their energy reflects that harmony. Beloved, wealth consciousness is not a fantasy, it is a discipline. It is choosing every day to see yourself as a child of the King, already rich in provision, favor, and opportunity. When you live in this state, people will notice a shift in you. Doors will open without explanation. Ideas will come effortlessly. Money will find you because your aura has become a lighthouse of faith, radiating abundance so strongly that nothing can resist it. Say it now. I live in wealth consciousness. I am rich in faith, rich in wisdom, rich in opportunity, and rich in supply. Let this be your truth, and watch your world rearrange itself to match your energy. You now hold the keys to transforming your life into a magnet for wealth, not through endless striving, but through alignment with divine law. Wealth is not reserved for a chosen few. It is your birthright as a child of God. What belongs to you by divine right cannot be stolen, delayed, or denied. You have learned that your aura is not just energy. It is your spiritual calling card, a message sent to heaven and earth about what you are ready to receive. And when your aura is cleansed, charged, and aligned, nothing can stop the blessings that are already yours from flowing into your life. We began by understanding your aura, the invisible fragrance of your soul that speaks louder than your words. We uncovered the power of spiritual cleansing letting go of resentment, fear, and poverty beliefs so that blessings have a clear path to reach you. You learned how to charge your aura daily with faith, filled affirmations, visualization, and divine light, creating a radiant magnet for abundance. We explored the law of circulation, the truth that giving and moving money in faith multiplies your supply. And you now know how to live in wealth consciousness, walking every day as though you are already provided for, already rich, already blessed, because in the unseen you are. Beloved, the time to walk in this truth is now, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, now. Every day you delay, you affirm lack. Every day you act in faith, you affirm abundance. Your aura is your decree to the universe. What is it saying? Is it saying, I am waiting, I am worried, I am unsure? Or will you choose today to say, I am ready, I am favored, I am supplied? The choice is yours, but the law is unchanging. What you radiate, you attract. Today, I invite you to speak a prosperity decree that will shift the atmosphere of your life. Speak it with faith, with authority, with the conviction that heaven has already said yes. Close your eyes if you can, place your hand on your heart, and repeat after me. I am a child of divine abundance. I am a magnet for wealth, opportunities, and blessings. My aura radiates faith, peace, and prosperity. I release all fear, doubt, and resentment now. I live in perfect alignment with God's supply, and everything I need flows to me in perfect timing, under grace, and in divine order. Money is my faithful servant, and I am rich in wisdom, rich in faith, rich in resources, and rich in life. I call forth unexpected blessings, open doors, and supernatural provision. I give freely, I receive joyfully, and I walk boldly in my divine inheritance. So it is, and so it shall be. Let these words soak into your spirit. Speak them daily until your energy changes, until peace replaces worry, until your heart feels light. Speak them until you walk differently, until others sense your strength without you saying a word. Speak them until wealth feels natural and struggle feels foreign. You are not begging life for scraps. You are standing in your rightful place as a child of the King. The supply you seek is already prepared. Train your aura daily with these truths, and you will watch doors open effortlessly, money flow consistently, and blessings overflow abundantly. This is the law of God, and His law cannot fail. Say this one last time. I radiate abundance. I am aligned with divine wealth. My aura attracts miracles every day. Hold that feeling in your spirit. You are no longer trying to attract wealth. You are already a living magnet for it. Your words are power. Your thoughts are law. From this very moment, the old story of lack ends, and the new story of wealth begins. You are not chasing money. Money is chasing you. You are not begging for blessings. Blessings are begging to find you. You are not empty. You are already full. Breathe deeply now and feel this truth rising within you. I am a magnet of unlimited wealth. Say it slowly. Say it with power. Say it until you feel it moving through every cell of your body. Repeat after me. I am a magnet of unlimited wealth. Say it again. I am a magnet of unlimited wealth. One more time. I am a magnet of unlimited wealth. Pause. Let it sink in. This is your new identity. This is who you are. Say it again. I am a magnet of unlimited wealth. You do not have to struggle. You do not have to chase. You do not have to fear. You only have to declare, I am a magnet of unlimited wealth. Every time you speak these words, you are reprogramming your mind. Every time you speak these words, you are commanding your aura. Every time you speak these words, you are sending out a signal to the universe. And the universe always responds. Say it again. I am a magnet of unlimited wealth. Wealth hears you. Opportunities hear you. Doors open for you. Because your words are not empty. They are divine commands. Say it slowly. I am a magnet of unlimited wealth. Feel how it changes your breathing. Feel how it changes your posture. Feel how it changes the way you see yourself. You are no longer waiting for abundance. You are abundance. Say it with strength. I radiate abundance, and abundance returns to me. Say it again. I radiate abundance, and abundance returns to me. One more time. I radiate abundance, and abundance returns to me. Now repeat this. Wealth flows to me because it recognizes me. Say it again. Wealth flows to me because it recognizes me. One more time. Wealth flows to me because it recognizes me. Wealth knows who you are. Money knows your name. Abundance knows your address. And every blessing that belongs to you is already on its way. Say it now. I am aligned with unlimited wealth. Say it again. I am aligned with unlimited wealth. One more time. I am aligned with unlimited wealth. Pause. Feel the vibration shift. You are not the same as you were before you began. Your aura is brighter. Your mind is clearer. Your spirit is stronger. Say it once more. I am a magnet of unlimited wealth. Beloved, repeat these affirmations until they feel natural, until they feel normal, until they feel inevitable. Because wealth is not something you are chasing. Wealth is something you are becoming. And the moment you step into this identity, everything in your outer world must rearrange to match it. You are a magnet. You are a channel. You are abundance itself. Say it one final time in this section. I am a magnet of unlimited wealth. It is done. It is done. All that is mine by divine right comes to me now. Say it. All that is mine by divine right comes to me now. Again, all that is mine by divine right comes to me now. These words are not imagination, they are law. When you speak them, you awaken the supply that has been waiting for you. God has already provided everything you will ever need. There is no lack in spirit. There is no shortage in the infinite. The only question is, will you open the door to receive? And the way you open the door is through your words. Say it again slowly. All that is mine by divine right comes to me now. Breathe it in. When you say these words, fear begins to dissolve. Worry begins to fall away. Scarcity loses its power, because lack is an illusion. Fear is a lie. The truth is that the infinite is your source, and the infinite never runs dry. Say this now. I am guided to my supply under grace, in perfect ways. Speak it again. I am guided to my supply under grace, in perfect ways. Once more, I am guided to my supply under grace, in perfect ways. These words plant the seed of faith. They tell the universe, I am ready. They tell your subconscious mind, I expect abundance. They tell your aura, shine with prosperity. Supply is like the air you breathe. It is everywhere. You do not beg for air, you inhale it freely. In the same way, you do not have to beg for money. You claim it, you breathe it in, you align with it. Say it now. God is my source, and I am richly provided for. Again, God is my source, and I am richly provided for. One more time, God is my source, and I am richly provided for. Feel how your body responds to these words. Your shoulders relax, your mind quiets, your heart expands. Because deep inside, you know it is true. You were never meant to live in fear. You were never meant to chase money like a beggar. You were created to receive, to expand, to overflow. Say this now. My supply is endless. My blessings are countless. My abundance is limitless. Again, my supply is endless. My blessings are countless. My abundance is limitless. One more time. My supply is endless. My blessings are countless. My abundance is limitless. You are connected to a fountain that never runs dry. Every time you speak, you open the channel wider. Every time you give thanks, you draw supply closer. Every time you act in faith, you step into the stream of abundance. Imagine standing by a great river. That river is wealth, ideas, opportunities, money. When you speak words of fear, you step away from the river. But when you say, all that is mine by divine right comes to me now, you step into the flow. And the river carries blessings straight into your life. Say it again now. All that is mine by divine right comes to me now. Say it once more. All that is mine by divine right comes to me now. Speak it until you believe it, and then speak it because you believe it. There is no struggle in divine supply. Birds do not wonder if they will find food. Flowers do not worry if they will bloom. The sun does not question whether it will rise. And neither should you doubt that your supply is certain. The same God who feeds the sparrows and clothes the lilies provides for you in greater measure. Say this now. I live in the overflow of God's abundance. Again, I live in the overflow of God's abundance. One more time. I live in the overflow of God's abundance. You are not asking for what is not yours. You are claiming what has always been yours. Before you were born, the infinite prepared your supply. Before you spoke these words, heaven already agreed with them. All that is yours by divine right cannot be taken, cannot be stolen, cannot be delayed. It comes to you easily, quickly, peacefully. Say it now. I claim my divine inheritance of wealth. Again, I claim my divine inheritance of wealth. One more time, I claim my divine inheritance of wealth. Every time you affirm, the walls of doubt fall down. Every time you affirm, the doors of supply swing open. Every time you affirm, you send out a call to the universe that cannot go unanswered. Wealth begins to shift in your direction. Opportunities begin to appear. People are moved to bless you. The right ideas come at the right time. All because you spoke, all because you believed, all because you aligned. Say this now: God is my unlimited source of riches. Again, God is my unlimited source of riches. Once more, God is my unlimited source of riches. When you say this, you cut the cord of fear. You stop believing that your job is your source, or the economy is your source, or another person is your source. You anchor yourself in truth. God is my unlimited source of riches. Feel the weight lifting off your shoulders as you say it. You are not dependent on man. You are not bound by circumstances. You are not trapped by the past. Your source is divine, and divine supply never ends. Say this now: I am guided to wealth. I am surrounded by wealth. I am supplied with wealth. Again, I am guided to wealth. I am surrounded by wealth. I am supplied with wealth. One more time: I am guided to wealth. I am surrounded by wealth. I am supplied with wealth. Beloved, these words are your daily bread. Speak them morning, noon, and night. Speak them when fear whispers lies. Speak them when bills come due. Speak them when doubt creeps in, because your words are weapons. Your words are seeds. Your words are the bridge from lack to plenty. And as you declare, all that is mine by divine right comes to me now, you will watch doors open, paths clear, and blessings pour out in ways you never imagined. Say it again with boldness: all that is mine by divine right comes to me now. Again, all that is mine by divine right comes to me now. One final time: all that is mine by divine right comes to me now. And so it is. I do not chase wealth, wealth is drawn to me. Say it. I do not chase wealth, wealth is drawn to me. Again, I do not chase wealth, wealth is drawn to me. These words shift the entire way you live. Most of the world is chasing, running, striving, and pushing. But you are no longer among them. You have stepped into divine alignment. You have stepped into flow. Say it slowly: I attract abundance effortlessly, joyfully, and peacefully. Say it again: I attract abundance effortlessly, joyfully, and peacefully. One more time: I attract abundance effortlessly, joyfully, and peacefully. Feel the peace in these words. Feel how the struggle falls away. Feel how anxiety dissolves. When you chase money, it runs. When you fear money, it hides. But when you stand in your truth and declare that money flows to you, it obeys. It listens. It comes. Because money is not your master, it is your servant. Say this now: money serves me, money blesses me, money multiplies for me. Again, money serves me, money blesses me, money multiplies for me. One more time: money serves me, money blesses me, money multiplies for me. You are not the beggar of wealth. You are the magnet of wealth. You are not knocking at the door. You are opening the door. You are not striving. You are allowing. Say it now: I allow prosperity to flow into my life. Again, I allow prosperity to flow into my life. Once more: I allow prosperity to flow into my life. Everywhere you go, abundance is drawn to you. Every room you enter, every step you take, your aura radiates wealth. Opportunities recognize you. Favor recognizes you. Money recognizes you. Say this now: wealth finds me wherever I go. Again, wealth finds me wherever I go. One more time: wealth finds me wherever I go. There is no force of struggle here. There is no pushing, no forcing, no desperation. There is only flow. Imagine the sun shining in the sky. It does not chase the earth. It simply shines, and the earth turns to receive its light. So it is with you. You do not chase, you shine. You radiate abundance, and the world responds. Say it now: I shine with abundance, and abundance comes to me. Again, I shine with abundance, and abundance comes to me. One more time: I shine with abundance, and abundance comes to me. Opportunities are seeking you even now. Clients are seeking you. Ideas are seeking you. Promotions are seeking you. Investors are seeking you. Say it with me: what I seek is seeking me. Again, what I seek is seeking me. One more time: what I seek is seeking me. The magnet never struggles to pull iron. It simply attracts by its nature. And you, beloved, are the magnet. Your nature is prosperity. Your aura is light. Your words are power. And all that belongs to you is pulled toward you without effort, without strain, without fear. Say this now: I am a magnet for prosperity. I am a magnet for success. I am a magnet for abundance. Again, I am a magnet for prosperity. I am a magnet for success. I am a magnet for abundance. One more time: I am a magnet for prosperity. I am a magnet for success. I am a magnet for abundance. You no longer believe that money is hard. You no longer believe that wealth is distant. You no longer believe that prosperity is for others. You have replaced those lies with truth. Say it now: wealth is easy. Abundance is near. Prosperity is mine. Again, wealth is easy. Abundance is near. Prosperity is mine. Once more, wealth is easy. Abundance is near. Prosperity is mine. Every time you breathe, you are drawing in divine supply. Every time you speak, you are releasing the signal of abundance. Every time you give thanks, you are magnetizing more blessings. This is effortless attraction. It is not forced, it is natural. Just as the tide rises without effort, just as the stars shine without struggle, so wealth flows to you in peace. Say this now: wealth flows to me in peace. Wealth flows to me with ease. Wealth flows to me in perfect ways. Again, wealth flows to me in peace. Wealth flows to me with ease. Wealth flows to me in perfect ways. You are walking into a new life where doors open as you arrive. You are walking into a new season where money comes before the need. You are walking into a new reality where abundance is as natural as breath. Say it now: doors open for me. Supply comes before I need it. Abundance is natural to me. Again, doors open for me. Supply comes before I need it. Abundance is natural to me. One more time: doors open for me. Supply comes before I need it. Abundance is natural to me. Beloved, when you stop chasing, you stop resisting. When you stop resisting, you start receiving. The law of attraction is not about striving, it is about aligning. And alignment is effortless when you speak truth, when you bless what you have, and when you expect what is yours. Say this now: I expect wealth. I accept wealth. I enjoy wealth. Again, I expect wealth. I accept wealth. I enjoy wealth. One more time: I expect wealth. I accept wealth. I enjoy wealth. Feel the shift inside you. The chase is over. The begging is over. The waiting is over. You are magnetic now. You are radiant now. You are abundant now. Say it with power: I do not chase wealth. Wealth is drawn to me. Again, I do not chase wealth. Wealth is drawn to me. One more time: I do not chase wealth. Wealth is drawn to me. Let these words echo in your spirit. Let them anchor in your subconscious. Let them rewrite the story of your life. Because from this day forward, money does not run from you. It runs to you. Opportunities do not pass you by. They stop at your door. Abundance does not hide. It appears in your hands. All because you have spoken. All because you have aligned. All because you have chosen effortless attraction. Say it one final time: I attract abundance effortlessly, joyfully, and peacefully. I attract abundance effortlessly, joyfully, and peacefully. I attract abundance effortlessly, joyfully, and peacefully. And so it is. I always have more than enough. Say it now: I always have more than enough. Again, I always have more than enough. These words unlock the vibration of overflow. Not just enough to survive, not just enough to get by, but more than enough. Abundance that spills over. Wealth that multiplies. Supply that grows as you use it. Say it slowly: wealth multiplies in my hands. Say it again: wealth multiplies in my hands. One more time: wealth multiplies in my hands. You are not losing, you are multiplying. You are not shrinking, you are expanding. Every seed you plant grows. Every dollar you bless increases. Every action you take in faith creates ripple after ripple of prosperity. Say this now: every dollar I spend returns multiplied. Again, every dollar I spend returns multiplied. One more time: every dollar I spend returns multiplied. This is the law of circulation. When you release money in faith, it circles back to you greater than it left. Like a river flowing and returning, it never leaves you empty. The more you bless it, the more it blesses you. Imagine your life overflowing. Bills are not a burden. They are an opportunity to bless. Giving is not loss. It is expansion. Spending is not lack. It is circulation. Say it now: money flows to me. Money grows for me. Money circulates back to me. Again, money flows to me, money grows for me, money circulates back to me. Once more, money flows to me, money grows for me, money circulates back to me. You were not created for just enough. You were created for overflow. The cup of your life is not meant to be half full. It is meant to run over. Say it now. My cup runs over with abundance. Again, my cup runs over with abundance. One more time, my cup runs over with abundance. Overflow means you can give freely, live freely, and dream freely. It means you are not calculating pennies, but distributing blessings. It means you are not fearful of tomorrow, but expectant of miracles. Say this now: I live in the overflow of divine abundance. Again, I live in the overflow of divine abundance. Once more, I live in the overflow of divine abundance. Multiplication is natural to the divine. A seed planted multiplies into a harvest. A drop of water multiplies into an ocean. A single idea multiplies into a fortune. And so it is with you. What you release returns multiplied. What you sow, you reap in greater measure. Say it now: everything I touch prospers and multiplies. Again, everything I touch prospers and multiplies. One more time: everything I touch prospers and multiplies. There is no fear in overflow. There is no worry in multiplication. When you know that everything returns multiplied, you stop clinging, you stop hoarding, you stop doubting. You release in faith, and faith multiplies. Say this now: I give freely, I receive freely, and both increase my wealth. Again, I give freely, I receive freely, and both increase my wealth. Once more, I give freely, I receive freely, and both increase my wealth. Picture yourself now surrounded by overflowing blessings. Imagine your accounts full and multiplying. Imagine every need met before it even arises. Imagine wealth so abundant that it spills over into the lives of those around you. That is overflow. That is multiplication. And that is your reality. Say it now: I am blessed to be a blessing. Again, I am blessed to be a blessing. One more time: I am blessed to be a blessing. The universe is abundant. The supply is endless. The law is exact. And you are aligned with it. Overflow is not rare. It is the natural result of divine order. Multiplication is not hard. It is the promise of spiritual law. Say this now: I receive wealth in overflowing measure. I receive wealth in multiplying streams. I receive wealth in perfect ways. Again, I receive wealth in overflowing measure. I receive wealth in multiplying streams. I receive wealth in perfect ways. One more time: I receive wealth in overflowing measure. I receive wealth in multiplying streams. I receive wealth in perfect ways. Beloved, you are no longer living in just enough. You are stepping into more than enough. You are no longer measuring your life by scarcity. You are measuring it by overflow, and overflow has no limits. Say this now: I live in unlimited increase. Again, I live in unlimited increase. Once more, I live in unlimited increase. Every act of faith multiplies. Every affirmation multiplies. Every thought of abundance multiplies. You are surrounded by increase. You are filled with increase. You are guided to increase. Say this now: increase is my natural state. Abundance is my natural flow. Multiplication is my natural law. Again, increase is my natural state. Abundance is my natural flow. Multiplication is my natural law. One more time: increase is my natural state. Abundance is my natural flow. Multiplication is my natural law. Feel the power of these words. Your aura is glowing brighter. Your spirit is rising higher. Your wealth is multiplying even now. This is not fantasy, it is divine truth. The law of multiplication is already working in your favor. Say it again: wealth multiplies in my hands. Once more: wealth multiplies in my hands. One final time: wealth multiplies in my hands. And so it is. I give thanks for the wealth that is already mine. Say it now: I give thanks for the wealth that is already mine. Again. I give thanks for the wealth that is already mine. Gratitude is the language of faith. Gratitude is the sound of answered prayer. Gratitude is the magnet that draws blessings near. Every time you say thank you, you open the gates of supply wider and wider. Say it slowly: I bless my money, and it blesses me. Again: I bless my money, and it blesses me. Once more: I bless my money, and it blesses me. The more you bless it, the more it multiplies. The more you appreciate it, the more it circulates back into your life. Money is energy, and gratitude is the current that keeps it flowing strong. Say this now: I am grateful for every dollar I have. Again, I am grateful for every dollar I have. One more time, I am grateful for every dollar I have. Gratitude is not waiting for more before you feel rich. Gratitude is knowing you are already rich, and more must come to match that feeling. The universe responds to thanksgiving as surely as the ground responds to rain. Say this now. I give thanks in advance for the blessings that are already on their way. Again, I give thanks in advance for the blessings that are already on their way. Once more, I give thanks in advance for the blessings that are already on their way. Gratitude in advance is a declaration of certainty. It is saying, I do not need to see it to believe it. I believe it, and therefore I will see it. Every time you speak gratitude before the blessing arrives, you create a magnetic pole. You are telling the universe, I trust the law, I trust the process, I trust God as my supply, and that trust opens the floodgates of miracles. Say it now, miracles flow to me because I give thanks before they arrive. Again, miracles flow to me because I give thanks before they arrive. One more time, miracles flow to me because I give thanks before they arrive. Think now of every small blessing in your life. The air you breathe, the roof over your head, the food on your table, the people you love, the opportunities you've been given. Say this now, I bless the small, and the small becomes great. Again, I bless the small, and the small becomes great. One more time, I bless the small, and the small becomes great. Gratitude transforms the little into the overflow. Gratitude multiplies the seed into the harvest. Say this with me. Thank you, God, for money in my hands now. Again, thank you, God, for money in my hands now. Once more, thank you, God, for money in my hands now. Gratitude brings what you desire closer. Gratitude pulls wealth from the unseen into the seen. Gratitude is proof that you are already in possession of what you ask for. Say this now. I thank God for $100,000 that flows to me now, under grace, in perfect ways. Again, I thank God for $100,000 that flows to me now, under grace, in perfect ways. One more time, I thank God for $100,000 that flows to me now, under grace, in perfect ways. Feel the shift as you speak. Gratitude lifts the spirit. Gratitude dissolves fear. Gratitude aligns you with divine timing. It is impossible to be in lack when you are full of thanks. Say this now, I am full of gratitude, and gratitude fills my life with wealth. Again, I am full of gratitude, and gratitude fills my life with wealth. Once more, I am full of gratitude, and gratitude fills my life with wealth. Bless every bill you pay. Say, I bless this bill and thank God for more than enough to cover it easily. Bless every coin you find. Say, I bless this coin and thank God that it multiplies into riches. Bless every opportunity, every door, every moment. Say, I bless this moment, and it brings me closer to my abundance. Gratitude in advance is faith in action. When you thank God before the money arrives, you declare that it already exists in the unseen, and soon it must appear in the seen. Say it now, what I thank God for in advance must appear in my life. Again, what I thank God for in advance must appear in my life. Once more, what I thank God for in advance must appear in my life. Beloved, gratitude is never wasted. Every thank you is a seed. Every thank you is a key. Every thank you is a light that shines into your future and brings back blessings. Say this now, I thank my way into wealth. Again, I thank my way into wealth. One more time, I thank my way into wealth. You are no longer focused on what is missing. You are focused on what is multiplying. You are no longer waiting to feel blessed. You are blessing now, and blessing attracts blessing. Gratitude shifts your aura into magnetic power. Gratitude tunes your mind into abundance. Gratitude calls down miracles. Say it again now, I am grateful, I am blessed, I am overflowing. Again, I am grateful, I am blessed, I am overflowing. One more time, I am grateful, I am blessed, I am overflowing. Feel the truth in these words. Wealth is already here. Supply is already flowing. Blessings are already prepared. You are not waiting for your miracle. It is waiting for your gratitude. Say this once more, thank you, God, for wealth without limits. Thank you, God, for abundance without measure. Thank you, God, for supply without end. And so it is. My aura is magnetic to prosperity. Say it now. My aura is magnetic to prosperity again. My aura is magnetic to prosperity. Your aura is the energy that surrounds you. It is the invisible field that speaks before your words, that enters a room before you step in, that calls to you every blessing or every burden you believe in. When your aura is filled with fear, lack responds. When your aura is filled with faith, wealth responds. And today, your aura is being trained to shine with abundance. Say this now: I radiate confidence, joy, and abundance. Again, I radiate confidence, joy, and abundance. One more time: I radiate confidence, joy, and abundance. Feel how these words change your body. Your shoulders lift, your heart opens, your breath deepens. You are not small, you are not weak, you are radiant, powerful, magnetic. Say it slowly: wealth surrounds me, wealth fills me, wealth flows through me. Again, wealth surrounds me, wealth fills me, wealth flows through me. Once more: wealth surrounds me, wealth fills me, wealth flows through me. Your aura is not static, it is alive. It reflects what you believe. It reflects what you speak. It reflects what you expect. And right now, you are programming your aura to call in wealth. Say this now: my aura glows with golden light. Again, my aura glows with golden light. One more time: my aura glows with golden light. Picture a golden radiance expanding around you. With every breath, it grows brighter. With every affirmation, it grows stronger. With every thank you, it grows wider. This light touches every place you go, every person you meet, every opportunity that is meant for you. Say this now: I radiate abundance, and abundance responds to me. Again, I radiate abundance, and abundance responds to me. One more time: I radiate abundance, and abundance responds to me. Your aura is your silent decree. It tells the universe what to deliver. It tells money whether to stay or to flow. And when you fill it with gratitude, peace, and faith, it cannot help but attract miracles. Say this now: I am magnetic to money. I am magnetic to opportunities. I am magnetic to miracles. Again, I am magnetic to money. I am magnetic to opportunities. I am magnetic to miracles. One more time: I am magnetic to money. I am magnetic to opportunities. I am magnetic to miracles. Even now, your aura is shifting. It is clearing away fear. It is dissolving doubt. It is repelling negativity. And in its place, it is glowing with divine abundance. You are glowing with confidence. You are glowing with peace. You are glowing with expectancy. Say this now: I walk in light. I walk in favor. I walk in wealth. Again, I walk in light. I walk in favor. I walk in wealth. Once more: I walk in light. I walk in favor. I walk in wealth. Everywhere you go, this energy precedes you. Doors open before you arrive. People are drawn to bless you. Opportunities are drawn to serve you. Wealth is drawn to surround you. Say it slowly: I carry a magnetic field of prosperity. Again, I carry a magnetic field of prosperity. One more time: I carry a magnetic field of prosperity. Your aura is the atmosphere of your soul. When you fill it with love, it attracts love. When you fill it with peace, it attracts peace. When you fill it with wealth, it attracts wealth. Say this now: my aura attracts only good. Again, my aura attracts only good. One more time: my aura attracts only good. You do not have to force what belongs to you. You only have to radiate what you desire. Wealth is not chased, it is magnetized. Opportunities are not forced, they are drawn. Success is not begged for, it is received. Say this now: I radiate wealth. I radiate peace. I radiate blessings. Again, I radiate wealth. I radiate peace. I radiate blessings. One more time: I radiate wealth. I radiate peace. I radiate blessings. Picture yourself now walking with this golden aura. Every step leaves a trail of light. Every word releases waves of abundance. Every action multiplies prosperity. You are surrounded by light, covered by light, filled with light. Say this now: I am covered in light, and this light attracts my wealth. Again, I am covered in light, and this light attracts my wealth. One more time: I am covered in light, and this light attracts my wealth. Beloved, this light cannot be dimmed. Fear cannot dim it. Doubt cannot dim it. Circumstances cannot dim it. The moment you choose to radiate faith, your aura becomes unstoppable. The moment you choose gratitude, your aura becomes irresistible. The moment you choose peace, your aura becomes magnetic. Say this now: my aura is irresistible to abundance. Again, my aura is irresistible to abundance. One more time: my aura is irresistible to abundance. This is your new reality. Wherever you go, you are a walking magnet for blessings. Whatever you do, you carry the energy of prosperity. Whoever you meet, They feel the confidence of divine supply in you. Say this now: I glow with prosperity, and prosperity knows me. Again, I glow with prosperity, and prosperity knows me. One more time: I glow with prosperity, and prosperity knows me. Your aura is not small. It stretches far beyond your body. It reaches into the unseen and calls forth the seen. It whispers to money, come here. It whispers to opportunities, find me. It whispers to miracles, appear now. Say this now: my aura calls forth wealth now. Again, my aura calls forth wealth now. One more time: my aura calls forth wealth now. You are magnetic, you are radiant. You are unstoppable. This is not your imagination. It is your truth. The more you affirm it, the stronger it becomes. The more you bless it, the wider it expands. The more you live it, the faster it manifests. Say this one final time: my aura is magnetic to prosperity. My aura is magnetic to prosperity. My aura is magnetic to prosperity. And so it is done. Say it now: it is done. Again, it is done. The words you have spoken are not empty, they are law. They are seeds planted in the garden of spirit, and they will bear fruit in your life. From this moment forward, you no longer ask whether abundance will come. You know it is already here. Say this slowly: I am a magnet of unlimited wealth. Again, I am a magnet of unlimited wealth. Once more, I am a magnet of unlimited wealth. These words are no longer affirmations you practice. They are your identity. This is who you are. This is your truth. This is your decree. Say this now. 100,000 blessings surround me. Again, 100,000 blessings surround me. Once more, 100,000 blessings surround me. Every word of gratitude you have spoken has multiplied. Every affirmation has released light. Every declaration has commanded wealth to move in your direction. Say it with strength: I call abundance now. I call abundance now. I call abundance now. Feel the power in your chest as you speak. Feel the energy in your aura as you decree. Feel the certainty in your soul as you know. Say this: I am richly supplied, divinely guided, and forever blessed. Again, I am richly supplied, divinely guided, and forever blessed. One more time: I am richly supplied, divinely guided, and forever blessed. These words draw a line between your past and your future. The old story of lack is gone. The new story of wealth begins. You are not the same as when you began this hour. Your aura is brighter. Your words are stronger. Your faith is deeper. And your supply is nearer. Say it now: I expect wealth. I accept wealth. I enjoy wealth. Again, I expect wealth. I accept wealth. I enjoy wealth. Once more: I expect wealth. I accept wealth. I enjoy wealth. Imagine now doors opening before you. Imagine unexpected checks arriving. Imagine debts dissolving, bills paid with ease, and money flowing in streams. Picture yourself smiling as wealth surrounds you. That picture is not fantasy, it is divine truth. Say it now: wealth flows to me from expected and unexpected sources. Again, wealth flows to me from expected and unexpected sources. Once more: wealth flows to me from expected and unexpected sources. You are no longer waiting for blessings. They are waiting for you. You are no longer chasing opportunities. They are chasing you. You are no longer struggling for wealth. It is flowing to you. Say it with boldness: I am aligned with divine abundance now. Again, I am aligned with divine abundance now. One more time: I am aligned with divine abundance now. Gratitude seals it. Gratitude accelerates it. Gratitude multiplies it. Say this now: thank you, God, for unlimited wealth that flows to me now. Again, thank you, God, for unlimited wealth that flows to me now. Once more: thank you, God, for unlimited wealth that flows to me now. Your words are containers of power. Your affirmations are commands. Your aura is magnetic, and your future is abundant. This is not the end. This is the beginning of your new life. A life where money serves you. A life where wealth surrounds you. A life where abundance is natural, effortless, inevitable. Say it slowly with finality: I bless this day. I bless my wealth. I bless my future. Again, I bless this day. I bless my wealth. I bless my future. Once more: I bless this day. I bless my wealth. I bless my future. Now declare it 3 times with all your heart: it is done. It is done. It is done. Pause. Breathe deeply. Let the words settle into your spirit. You are now vibrating at the frequency of abundance. You are now radiating wealth into your world. You are now magnetizing prosperity in ways you cannot yet see, but will soon experience. Beloved, Do not stop here. Speak these decrees daily. Carry them in your heart. Let them shape your thoughts, guide your feelings, and shine through your aura. You are a magnet of unlimited wealth. You are supplied. You are blessed. You are abundant. Say it one last time. I am a magnet of unlimited wealth. I am a magnet of unlimited wealth. I am a magnet of unlimited wealth. And so it is.
Imagine for a moment that the universe is not just a collection of stars, planets, and endless space. No, it is something far greater, far more magnificent. It is a living, breathing entity, waiting, always waiting, to respond to your thoughts, your beliefs, your deepest desires. You are not a passive being in this vast world. You are the creator of your own reality. The power to shape your world lies within you, and it has always been there, just waiting to be unlocked. Now let us awaken to the truth of who we truly are. You are a divine being, made in the image of the Creator, endowed with boundless potential. Your thoughts are not mere fleeting ideas. They are the blueprints of your destiny. Every word you speak, every feeling you harbor, is an affirmation, a manifestation in the making. And this, my friends, is the sacred law of life. Said it so beautifully. The subconscious mind is the connecting link between the conscious mind and the infinite, and the great law of attraction operates through it. This is the secret. The law of attraction is not a far-off mystery. It is the very law that governs your life, the invisible force that responds to your every thought. What you think, you draw. What you believe, you receive. So take a moment now, as you sit in this space, to tune into the voice of your soul. Close your eyes if you can, and let go of the doubts and fears that have held you back. You were not born to live a life of limitation. You were born to create, to manifest, to align with the divine power that flows through you. Speak your desires as though they have already been fulfilled. See them, feel them, and trust that the universe is conspiring in your favor. The divine spirit within you is not waiting for permission. It is only waiting for your decision to align with its infinite power. Right now, you can make that decision. Right now, you can choose to step into the flow of divine abundance, divine love, and divine wisdom. Remember, you are a vessel of the divine. Your thoughts shape the reality around you. The universe is not indifferent to your needs. It is your co-creator, ready to respond to your every word, your every belief, your every prayer. So speak your desires with power, with clarity, and with faith. Because when you align yourself with the divine, there is nothing that can stop you. Absolutely nothing. The universe, in its vastness, is not just a collection of stars, planets, and galaxies. It is far more than the physical world we see with our eyes. It is a living, breathing force that responds to every vibration of energy we send out. We are not isolated beings. We are deeply interconnected with this great force, and it is through our thoughts, our emotions, and our intentions that we shape the very fabric of our reality. The energy that flows through us is the same energy that flows through the cosmos, creating and sustaining everything that exists. This is not merely an abstract idea, it is a profound truth that has been acknowledged by sages, philosophers, and spiritual teachers throughout history. The law of attraction which governs the universe is not just a theory, it is a living, breathing principle that is constantly at work in every moment, whether we are aware of it or not. Just as gravity pulls everything to the ground, the law of attraction pulls thoughts, feelings, and beliefs into our lives, shaping our experiences in ways both subtle and dramatic. The more we tune into this law, the more we recognize that our reality is not a series of random events. It is the direct result of the vibrations we emit. Our minds, especially our subconscious minds, are like antennas picking up on the frequencies of the universe. What we focus on, our dominant thoughts, our desires, our beliefs, becomes the frequency we tune into. The universe responds in kind. If our thoughts are full of doubt, fear, or negativity, we attract more of that energy into our lives. But when we shift our focus to positivity, faith, and love, we begin to align with the abundant energy of the universe. Every moment we spend thinking about what we don't want is a moment spent reinforcing that energy in our lives. Every moment spent envisioning our dreams, our highest desires, and the limitless possibilities of the universe is a moment spent inviting more of that energy into our reality. We are not passive observers of the world around us. We are active participants in the creation of our lives. Our minds are powerful tools that can shape our experiences, and yet many of us are unaware of just how much power we possess. We often find ourselves caught in the routine of daily life, unaware that every thought we have, every belief we hold, and every word we speak is like a brushstroke painting the picture of our future. The universe is not indifferent to our needs, desires, or dreams. It is always responding to us, always listening, always reflecting back to us exactly what we focus on. This connection between us and the universe is sacred and divine. It is a relationship that we are constantly nurturing, whether we realize it or not. When we align our thoughts, words, and actions with our highest purpose, with our deepest desires, we begin to tap into the limitless potential that resides within us. It is not a distant, unreachable power. It is a force that is already flowing through us, waiting to be recognized and harnessed. The universe is alive, it is aware, and it is waiting for us to step into our full power. We are not small, insignificant beings in this vast world. We are co-creators of our reality, with the ability to shape our lives with every thought, every feeling, and every intention we send out. The world around us is simply a mirror reflecting back the energy we put into it. And when we understand this, when we recognize the true power we possess, we begin to see that there are no limits to what we can manifest. You are a divine being, created in the image of the Creator, with a spark of the same boundless energy that flows through the entire universe. Every cell in your body, every breath you take, is a testament to the divine intelligence that guides the cosmos. When you look at yourself, do you see that power? Do you recognize the infinite potential within you? Too often we forget that we are connected to something much greater than ourselves. We get caught up in the noise of the world, the limitations of our circumstances, and the doubts that cloud our vision. Yet, within you is a force more powerful than you can imagine. A force that can move mountains, shift realities, and manifest dreams into existence. The divine energy within you is not separate from the energy that creates and sustains the stars, the oceans, and the endless galaxies. It is one and the same. You are not a passive being in this vast universe. You are an integral part of its fabric. This divine energy is not distant or unreachable. It is alive within you, constantly flowing, constantly responding to the thoughts, beliefs, and emotions you cultivate. This is the essence of manifestation. To manifest is not to summon something from a far-off place. It is to align with the divine energy already within you and allow it to express itself fully in your life. When you begin to realize this truth, everything changes. You are no longer confined by the limitations of the physical world. You no longer see yourself as a victim of circumstance, but as a co-creator with the universe, shaping your reality with every thought and intention. Your mind, heart, and soul are powerful tools that can direct this divine energy toward the manifestation of your desires. And this energy responds to you, not only in the big things, but in the smallest details of your life. What you focus on, what you give your attention to, expands. When you align your thoughts with love, abundance, and possibility, the universe begins to bring these things into your life in ways you cannot even imagine. This connection to the divine is not just a lofty concept, it is a practical reality that governs the way we experience life. The more you recognize this truth, the more you begin to see how the universe is constantly responding to you, how it is always reflecting back your inner state. If you want to experience abundance, peace, and joy, you must first align your inner world with these qualities. The universe cannot give you what you do not believe you deserve. But when you believe in your divine nature, when you recognize your inherent worth and power, you open the floodgates for the universe to deliver your desires. This is the true essence of manifestation. It is not about striving, chasing, or forcing. It is about aligning yourself with the divine energy within and allowing it to work through you. You are the vessel, and the universe is the river of energy that flows through you, guiding you to your highest good. When you surrender to this flow, when you trust in the divine wisdom that resides within you, you begin to witness the miraculous unfold in your life. It is not about pushing or striving harder. It is about relaxing into your divine nature, knowing that you are a part of something much larger than yourself. Your dreams are not far off. They are already within you, waiting to be birthed into your reality. All you have to do is remember your true power and allow it to manifest. The subconscious mind is a bridge, a powerful and mysterious link that connects the conscious mind to the vast, infinite wisdom of the universe. It is like the unseen hand that guides the flow of the river, directing the water without anyone noticing the force behind it. Most of us are only aware of the conscious mind, the part of us that makes decisions, that thinks, reasons, and analyzes. But the real power lies in the subconscious. It is the silent creator of our reality, the force that shapes the world around us based on the beliefs, emotions, and thoughts we have stored within it. The subconscious is not just a passive recorder of events. It is a dynamic force that reacts to every thought, every belief, and every feeling we entertain. The patterns we hold in our subconscious mind become the foundation upon which we build our lives. Every belief you hold about yourself, about the world, and about what is possible, is embedded within the subconscious, and it is this energy that shapes the outcomes you experience. If you believe that abundance is possible for you, that belief will guide you toward experiences that match that energy. If you carry the belief that you are not deserving, the universe will reflect that back to you. What many do not realize is that the subconscious mind is not limited by logic or reason. It does not question your beliefs. It simply accepts them as truth. This is why it is so powerful in manifestation. The universe does not discern between what is real or imagined. It only responds to the energy you send out. The subconscious mind, like a fertile field, is constantly planting seeds. Every thought you think is a seed, and these seeds grow into your reality. This is where the power of conscious thought comes into play. By being intentional with your thoughts, by choosing to focus on what you desire rather than on what you fear or lack, you begin to plant seeds that will blossom into the life you dream of. When you begin to understand the immense power of the subconscious mind, you also begin to realize that you are the master of your own creation. Your external reality is simply a reflection of the internal beliefs you hold within you. So, if you want to change your life, you must first change your inner world. This is where manifestation begins. Not with the physical world, but with the energy you are cultivating within your subconscious. The more you believe in the infinite possibilities available to you, the more your subconscious mind aligns with that belief and begins to create experiences that reflect that truth. This process of manifestation is not something you need to force or strive for. It is an effortless flow that occurs when you allow yourself to align with your divine truth. As you shift your thoughts, you shift your energy, and as your energy shifts, the universe begins to mirror back the opportunities, people, and experiences that match your inner state. You are constantly programming your subconscious with your beliefs. The universe is merely responding to the vibrations you emit. The key to unlocking your power is to become aware of your inner programming and to consciously choose the beliefs and thoughts that serve your highest good. As you cultivate a mindset of abundance, love, and possibility, your subconscious begins to align with these higher frequencies. When you embrace the truth that you are deserving of all the good the universe has to offer, your subconscious begins to manifest those truths in your reality. The more you feed your subconscious mind with thoughts of love, success, and abundance, the more these energies begin to flow into your life, without effort, without struggle. The universe is constantly working with you, guided by the thoughts you plant within your subconscious. Through this powerful connection, you become the creator of your own reality, effortlessly manifesting your desires by simply aligning your thoughts with your highest truth. The law of attraction is a universal force, ever present, always working, and inescapable. It is not a distant, abstract concept that only a few fortunate souls can access. It is the very essence of how the universe operates. The energy you send out, whether consciously or subconsciously, is always returned to you in kind. What you think, what you feel, what you believe, these are the vibrations you emit into the world, and the universe simply responds to that frequency. There is no judgment from the universe. It merely reflects back the energy you put into it. This is the law of attraction at work. Manifestation is not about forcing outcomes or desperately trying to make things happen. It is about aligning your inner state, your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with the desires you wish to manifest. The universe cannot give you what you do not believe you are worthy of receiving. If you hold beliefs that you are undeserving, the universe will match that frequency and reflect it in your life. But when you raise your vibration to one of abundance, love, and possibility, the universe begins to align with that higher frequency and brings experiences, people, and opportunities that resonate with that energy. This is not magic or coincidence. It is the law of attraction in its purest and most spiritual form. The key to understanding the law of attraction is to recognize that everything in the universe is energy, and everything vibrates at a certain frequency. You are no different. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs all carry a frequency, and when you consistently align your inner world with the energy of your desires, you begin to pull those desires into your reality. It is not enough to simply wish for something. You must feel as though it is already yours. Your emotions are a powerful tool in this process. The more you can feel the joy, excitement, and gratitude of your desires already manifesting, the more you amplify the energy of those desires, and the quicker the universe responds. The law of attraction is not a one-time event or a quick fix. It is a continuous process of becoming one with the energy of your desires. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every action you take should align with what you want to attract. If your thoughts are full of fear, doubt, or lack, the universe will bring you experiences that match that energy. If you consistently focus on abundance, love, and gratitude, you will begin to notice how these things start to flow into your life. It is a constant reflection of your inner state, of the vibration you are putting out into the world. The universe responds to you constantly, and it does not matter whether your desires are big or small. It does not judge your desires. It simply responds to the energy you project. If you desire financial abundance, love, health, or success, the law of attraction will bring those desires into your life, but only when you align with the frequency of those desires. This alignment is about more than just wishing for things. It is about embodying the feelings, thoughts, and beliefs that align with your desires. When you do this, the universe has no choice but to respond in kind. delivering the opportunities and experiences that match your energetic vibration. Your desires are not separate from you. They are already within you, waiting to be brought into existence. The law of attraction is not about trying to attract things from the outside world. It is about realizing that everything you desire is already within you. When you align with your highest potential and open yourself to receive, the universe responds by bringing those desires into your life. The law of attraction is not something you have to chase. It is something you attract by being in alignment with your divine energy and trusting that the universe is always working in your favor. To truly understand and harness the power within us, we must first tune in to the divine energy that flows through every part of our being. You are not just a physical entity moving through life, unaware of the immense power that resides within you. You are a divine vessel, capable of creating and manifesting the life you desire, for you are not separate from the universe. You are an integral part of it. The energy that moves through the stars, through the oceans, and through the winds also flows within you. This connection to the divine, to the infinite wisdom that governs the cosmos, is always present, but it is up to you to acknowledge it, to align yourself with it, and to allow it to guide you. As you begin to align with your divine nature, you step into a higher frequency of being. This is not about striving, forcing, or struggling to create your reality. It is about letting go of resistance and trusting that you are worthy of the life you desire. Your true power lies not in your ability to control every aspect of your life, but in your ability to trust the flow of divine energy that is already guiding you. When you surrender to this flow, you allow the universe to work with you, not against you. You stop fighting your circumstances and begin to align yourself with the abundance, love, and possibilities that are always available to you. The more you trust in your divine nature, the more you step into alignment with your soul's purpose. Each thought, each feeling, each intention you hold is a magnetic force that draws experiences to you. And when you align yourself with your highest self, you begin to create from a place of deep inner knowing, from a space where you are no longer influenced by fear, doubt, or lack. Instead, you are creating from a space of abundance, from the knowing that you are connected to an endless source of divine energy that is always ready to respond to your highest desires. When you align with this energy, you begin to see how the universe works in perfect harmony with your intentions. Opportunities appear when you least expect them, and people come into your life who reflect the energy you are putting out. It is not by coincidence that the universe brings you what you desire. It is the result of your alignment with your divine essence. You are constantly emitting a frequency, whether you realize it or not, and the universe simply responds to that frequency. This is the law of attraction in action. When you are aligned with the energy of your desires, the universe has no choice but to bring those desires into your life. Alignment is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing process of tuning into your highest self and allowing that energy to guide you in every aspect of your life. As you continue to deepen your connection with your divine nature, you begin to notice how your external reality begins to mirror your internal state. When you are aligned with the divine, everything around you begins to reflect that energy, bringing you experiences, people, and opportunities that match your vibration. You begin to manifest not just your desires, but your highest potential, for you are no longer limited by the beliefs or fears that once held you back. This process of alignment is not about seeking external validation or striving for something outside of yourself. It is about remembering the truth of who you are, that you are a divine being with the power to create your reality. When you align with your true nature, you step into the flow of divine energy, and in this flow there are no limits. You are free to create, to manifest, and to live in the abundance that is your birthright. The universe is always conspiring in your favor, but it is up to you to trust in that divine connection and allow it to guide you toward the life you were meant to live. When we speak, we are not just expressing words, we are sending out vibrations into the universe, and the universe in turn responds to those vibrations. Every word you utter carries energy, and that energy is a reflection of your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. You must understand that the words you speak are powerful creators of your reality. They are not simply sounds, they are seeds that will eventually manifest in your life. The universe does not differentiate between positive or negative words. It simply responds to the energy that is behind them. Manifestation begins the moment you speak your desires into existence, but simply speaking without belief or alignment with your heart's true desire will not bring the manifestations you seek. When you speak with confidence, with clarity, and with the unwavering belief that what you say is already yours, you align with the very fabric of the universe. Your words then become a force that draws your desires into your reality. This power of words goes beyond the material realm. Words are a bridge between the seen and the unseen. When you speak from a place of deep knowing, when you speak in alignment with your soul's true essence, you are tapping into the divine energy of creation itself. You are affirming not just your desires, but the truth of your divine nature. The universe responds to this truth. It does not respond to the doubts, fears, or insecurities that may linger in your subconscious. It responds to your inner knowing, your deep belief in your worthiness, and your connection to the divine source. When you speak your desires, you are not asking the universe for permission. You are claiming what is already yours. Your desires are not separate from you. They are part of you, already embedded in your soul's blueprint. The moment you speak them aloud, you are simply acknowledging their existence and welcoming them into your life. Your words act as a catalyst, setting the wheels of manifestation into motion. The universe listens not just to the literal meaning of your words, but to the energy behind them. When your words are infused with faith, belief, and love, they become powerful magnets that attract your desires toward you. This is why it is so important to speak your desires with intention. Do not speak from a place of lack or desperation, but from a place of already having. Speak as though what you desire is already in your life. Feel the emotions of gratitude, excitement, and joy, as if your desires have already manifested. When you speak with this kind of energy, you align yourself with the frequency of the universe, and the universe has no choice but to respond with the experiences, opportunities, and people that match that frequency. Affirmations are a powerful tool in this process. Repeating affirmations that are aligned with your desires and the life you want to create helps to reprogram your subconscious mind and strengthen your connection to the divine. Each time you speak your affirmations with belief and passion, you reinforce your intention and draw your desires closer to you. But remember, it is not just about repeating words mindlessly. It is about truly feeling and embodying the energy behind them. The universe is constantly responding to you, and the energy you put out with your words is a direct reflection of your inner state. When you speak with confidence, clarity, and belief, you are sending a powerful message to the universe that you are ready to receive. You are not merely asking for what you want, you are claiming it, and in doing so you open the door to its manifestation. The more you speak in alignment with your desires, the more the universe begins to respond in kind, bringing you everything you have already claimed. Your words are your power. They are the key to unlocking the door to your dreams. Speak with intention, and the universe will bring those dreams to life. The universe is not a distant entity separate from you. It is an ever-present, all-encompassing force that responds to the energy you put out into the world. This divine spirit, this infinite intelligence, is your co-creator in the dance of life. You are not alone in this journey. You are always being guided, always being supported by the universe. Yet so often we forget this truth, and we feel disconnected or separate from the very force that is responsible for our existence. But the truth is that the universe is always working in your favor, constantly responding to your thoughts, beliefs, and desires. It is not distant or indifferent. It is an active participant in the creation of your reality, constantly conspiring to bring your dreams to life. When you align with this divine energy, when you consciously choose to cooperate with the universe, you step into a space of co-creation. The universe is not forcing anything upon you. It is waiting for you to recognize your own power, to align with your highest truth, and to step into the flow of divine abundance that is always available to you. It is not about controlling every aspect of your life or manipulating circumstances to your advantage. It is about allowing yourself to surrender to the divine guidance that is already available to you. The more you trust in this process, the more you will see how the universe begins to move in alignment with your desires. You are not just a passive recipient of the world around you. You are an active participant, a powerful creator. The universe responds to your energy, your vibration, and it mirrors back to you what you believe to be true. When you align with the energy of love, abundance, and possibility, the universe has no choice but to bring you experiences, people, and opportunities that reflect that energy. But when you are in a state of fear, doubt, or lack, the universe responds in kind. It is not judging you or deciding what you deserve. It is simply reflecting your inner world back to you, giving you exactly what you believe you are worthy of. This divine connection is not just an abstract concept. It is a living, breathing relationship that you are constantly nurturing. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every emotion you feel is a prayer to the universe, and the universe responds to those prayers. The more you consciously choose to align your thoughts and emotions with the energy of your desires, the more the universe begins to reflect those desires in your life. You are the one who sets the tone for the universe to respond to, and when you align with your highest good, when you trust that the universe is always guiding you toward your divine purpose, you begin to experience life as a co-creation, a divine partnership. Manifestation is not about striving, forcing, or trying to control every aspect of your life. It is about surrendering to the divine flow of the universe and allowing it to work with you, not against you. The universe is always ready to respond to your desires, but it is your responsibility to align with that energy, to trust the process, and to allow yourself to receive. You are never alone in this journey. The universe is always working on your behalf, always guiding you, always helping you bring your dreams into reality. The key is to trust that divine process, to have faith that the universe is always conspiring in your favor, and to allow yourself to step into the flow of abundance, love, and limitless possibilities. The energy of your thoughts and emotions shapes the world around you, influencing every interaction, every situation, and every opportunity that comes into your life. As you navigate through this life, you may begin to notice how your circumstances are a direct reflection of your inner state. The more you focus on the positive, on love, abundance, and possibility, the more you begin to attract these qualities into your reality. The universe does not work in a linear, logical way. It operates through energy, through vibrations, and your feelings are the key to unlocking the door to your desires. When you embrace this truth, you begin to understand that everything you experience, whether it be joyous or challenging, is a direct result of the energy you are putting out into the world. What you believe you are worthy of receiving is what the universe will provide. The law of attraction is always in motion, working tirelessly to bring you what matches the frequency of your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. If your inner world is filled with doubt, fear, or scarcity, the universe will mirror that energy back to you. But when you align with the energy of abundance, trust, and divine love, you begin to experience the flow of these energies in your life. The world around you shifts as you shift internally, and opportunities begin to appear as if by magic. This is not a coincidence. This is the manifestation of the universe responding to the vibration you are sending out. But it is not enough to simply think about what you desire. You must truly feel the energy of it. The universe responds to the vibration of your emotions. When you can feel gratitude for the blessings you already have and excitement for the things you are about to receive, you align yourself with the divine flow of abundance. Your emotions are the language the universe understands, and when you send out emotions of love, joy, and excitement, you signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. The more you embody these emotions, the more the universe will bring experiences and people that reflect that high vibrational energy. Manifestation is not about forcing or struggling to make things happen. It is about aligning your energy with the divine flow and allowing things to unfold naturally. The universe is always guiding you, always responding to the energy you put out. When you are in alignment with your desires, when your thoughts and feelings are in harmony with the life you want to create, the universe has no choice but to respond. Opportunities flow to you effortlessly. People appear in your life who are aligned with your mission, and synchronicities occur to help you move closer to your goals. It is all about becoming a vibrational match for your desires. It is important to recognize that this process of manifestation is continuous. It is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing practice of choosing to align with your highest good every moment. Your emotions are constantly shifting, but when you make a conscious effort to stay connected to the energy of love, abundance, and joy, you are constantly inviting more of those energies into your life. The universe will always respond to your vibration, so it is essential to stay mindful of the energy you are putting out. By doing so, you ensure that the universe will continue to reflect back to you the experiences, people, and opportunities that align with your highest desires. As you embrace the spiritual truth that your thoughts and emotions create your reality, you become more empowered in your ability to manifest the life you desire. The universe is always working with you, always reflecting your inner state back to you. The more you choose to align with the energy of your highest self, the more you will begin to see the abundant flow of life responding to your energy. This is the law of attraction in action. When you align with love, abundance, and possibility, you open the door to a life filled with the experiences you have always dreamed of. As you step into the fullness of your divine power, remember this truth: you are a co-creator with the universe, and everything you desire is already within your reach. The energy you send out into the world is a direct reflection of the life you will manifest. You are not a passive observer in this life. You are the creator of your own reality. The universe is always listening, always responding, always aligning itself with the frequency you choose to emit. So choose wisely. Choose to believe in your worth. Choose to align with love, abundance, and possibility. Know that the power to shape your life lies within you, and the universe is ready to bring your dreams to life. Trust in the process. Surrender to the flow and allow the divine energy within you to guide you toward the life you were born to live. The universe is always conspiring in your favor, and when you align yourself with this truth, there is nothing you cannot manifest. Your desires are not far away. They are already on their way, simply waiting for you to open the door. So step forward, speak your truth, and trust in the divine process of manifestation, for it is already unfolding in your favor.